Alright, so to recap where we left off, you guys were in Corvosa. Specifically, you had arrived at Corvosa, spent the night at, well, in a cave, uh, after which you ran into a runner, as it's referred to, for the Order of the Nail, who informed you about a calamity of sorts that had befallen Corvosa. After which you headed to uh, the Citadel of the Nail nearby, gathered a bit of information, come to learn that a large red dragon uh, happens upon the area every so often. They offered indirect help, as direct help may incriminate them if retaliation were to come. On your way back to Corvosa, you guys saw Galatraxus in the act of devouring some fair maidens. At which point, after a short, frantic discussion, Zeta threw some snow at it.
I did.
Which of course led to a bit of a bloody battle, in which Donovan finally made a deal with the gentleman, and basically sold his soul to take out the dragon. A night of revelry made it upon itself, essentially. Once the dragon was slain, a lot of people celebrated. As it turns out, it was already Evoking Day, which is a Nethys holiday. So there were some festivities that were supposed to be in place already. Of course, the arrival of Galatraxus would have put a stop to that. Uh, the the party that ensued, of course, a lot of people would have ended up. The party would have ended up meeting a lot of people through the night, as they would have been held as guests of honor for the whole thing. In fact, Zeta would have met a rather talkative young half-elven woman, swapped a lot of spell knowledge there. Um,
Ooh, she doesn't happen to have shrink item, does she?
no,
Oh,
I had to do a bunch of rolling to see which spells she had that weren't on your list.
okay. That's what I
So
figured already.
yeah, and then uh, she would have left you with one bit of wisdom after seeing, or at least hearing stories of what had happened, because most of the wizards from Corvosa would have been held up in the Hall of Wards, as it's pretty much the safest place on the continent.
She's been like, yo, you should think twice before you do stuff again.
Well, she tells you
Get some
that
coffee.
Kelvin Aronson, uh, as Kelvin Aronson says, who she would explain, uh, where is this boyo's bio? I believe he's the headmaster of the hall of the entire academy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, big deal.
But he has a saying whenever new students come in, because the Wizard Academy is not, a lot of people die at the Wizards Academy. It's not an unusual thing to hear somebody's had a bad time.
Yeah, magic's like that.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. He's specifically the Hall of Wards headmaster. But as he says, for those lucky wizards, he basically says there's two kind of wizards. There's lucky wizards and careful wizards. For the lucky wizards, the most common cause of death is unavoidable misfortune, and for the careful ones, it's usually old age.
Sometimes it be like that,
Sometimes it be like that. People don't think magic be that way, but it do.
but it
Um,
do.
but after a night of revelry, for the most part, as well as mourning, because a lot of people were taken the day prior. In fact, having spoken to one of the officials of the town, They will have also, on top of Evoking Day, would have recognized this as a city holiday going forward as Don's Day. Um,
Would we have been able to join the morning?
what do you mean?
The morning. The I'm assuming
Oh,
it's an
morning.
yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of individual places that are going through mourning just for the people that were lost that day. So, you know, 'cause there were a lot of people in that one area
They
uh, that were
took a bullet for us.
they were steamed to death. But in any
Literally
case,
couldn't be helped.
literally couldn't be helped. But that would have all been going down on Neth the 18th. During the night, the last thing that would have happened that I'm aware of, besides the things that I had to retcon in just now, uh, Sable and Evany had a small talk, at which point Evany would have streaked out into the night sky in search of the Horde. But we'll go ahead and pick this up on Net the 18th, morning of. Who would normally be the first down from the rooms you have been given for the night? Because you guys are in a very nice inn.
Probably Leland.
Okay.
Leland.
So Leland, as you come down, I'm gonna go ahead and move us on over since we're starting this up. So when Leland comes down from upstairs,
Dustin. Oh
What's
wait, I
up?
need to roll. I need to reroll. Reload. Roll 20. Things are happening.
right? Uh, so Leland, as you come down the stairs, you actually recognize a familiar face. It seems like there's a young woman. She kind of keeps to herself for the most part, but she looks to the stairs occasionally. And as you come down, you meet eyes. Um, nope. Where is she at? Here we go. She'd reintroduce herself as Corin Laska. She is the Order of the Nail runner, as it's referred to. And she's essentially asking for a report on what happened yesterday so that she can report back to the Nail.
So, doing his best to adopt a formal tone, Leland's gonna basically announce to her that the Hell Knight Donovan Rab fulfilled his duties excellently until the very end and has successfully slain the dragon.
She'll of course ask uh, if the rest of the group that led the assault against the dragon would be able to give their account as well.
When they arrive, of course.
And she assumes that this Donovan Rabs was a primary contributor.
Yes.
And when will he be down?
He will not be down.
Oh, he's very, very far down.
That presumes that hell is below us. That's a very Judeo-Christian thing.
They are referred to as the lower planes, but that aside. So you
Relative.
I'm assuming Leland eventually gets it across that Donovan has didn't make it.
Right.
She kind of scratches something out in her notepad and writes some more. Offers her condolences, and assume you guys would sit in the main dining area of this very lavish inn, and and wait for the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, anybody else who comes down, much the same. You're greeted. She introduces herself again and asks for individual accounts. If anybody has anything extra to throw in there.
So, yeah, at that point, KFC's gonna slink out of the room.
So, to my understanding, another thing that got retconned in here is that kill switch would be leaving a person in the room at this point. Specifically, the one person who was in the sleet storm that wasn't steamed to death.
Let's just say she had a really long night.
Got it. So kill switch comes slinking down from upstairs.
So, yeah, I'll slink down and see everyone down there. Oh, hey, what's going on over here, guys?
And she introduces herself. Let you know that she's looking for a report of the events yesterday.
Ah, I see. So you wish to know about the second chapter, The Ballad of Dawn, Part 2. The Electric Boogaloo.
She kind of jots some things down and still kind of confused about the situation, but
Well,
she's
should I say the Fiery Boogaloo?
looking on inquisitively.
So, yeah, with that, KFC's gonna play, The Ballad of Dawn, Part 2, Fiery Boogaloo. And basically recount the tale of how Don immolated himself in sacrifice of the party in order to defeat this dragon.
What exactly is the candor of this performance?
So,
What's the intended
all,
emotional response?
so basically, all emotions and magic and everything concerned, allowing that would be allowed, is we're gonna start off with like a real basic, kind of slow, steady, uh, you know, kind of rhythm to it. But about part ways through, I want to blast some magic ghost sound
Okay.
and just kind of distort the guitar a bit. And at that point, KFC is going to start yelling as it gets to more about the action of Dawn.
Sable will come down partway through the song.
So kind of slow and steady at first, then into a big build-up with a drawn out end.
The toast just snored himself awake. I'm sorry.
Except Don did not slice his fucking cockles with a long and shiny. Wait, no, he did have a long and shiny blade.
He did have a long and shiny blade.
'Twas he who fucked the dragon.
Fuck
Fuck
a
a
line,
and
fuck a
fuck a loot. But it can't all be Tenacious D. We gotta mix it up a bit.
I don't know. It sounds like it can all be Tenacious D. But, so Sable comes down midway through the song, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, once the song is done, she'll continue and wants Sable's account for this as well.
That's the one I've dedicated to it.
Sable will recount the story for the most part, include that one of their compatriots is the one that initiated the encounter recklessly and cost many lives.
Gotcha.
Oh, I got her.
Got him. It was Eam that was got.
Oh, sorry.
Eam. All right. Who's next down the stairs here?
Aubrey will be down once he's done his morning rituals.
Okay. So, same thing. She introduces herself, lets you know that she's just gathering info, first-hand accounts.
I tell her I couldn't see much. Unfortunately, I was decent 200 feet away, and there was a bank of frost or fog or something. I only heard, but I heard a lot.
You were there.
I was
You were in the fight.
not quite in it. I didn't get very close to the dragon while it was alive.
Gotcha. And I assume Zeta is the last one down.
Zeta.
Zeta.
Can you not hear me?
Now we can.
Now we can.
Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll come down and carrying a couple books with me, and I'll see everybody gathered around, and kind of wave some of the books. Just be like, hey, look! I know how we could transport the dragon.
As you come down waving the books, you see a very familiar face. Corin, the nail runner, also comes up to you and asks for an account of what happened.
Oh, well, the dragon was there, killing people, and that was really bad. So we put a stop to that temporarily. It killed people anyways, but we did stop the dragon, mostly. What have you guys told her already? Oh, Don's dead, but he died a hero, so it was great. He turned into this awesome giant, like, huge demon man, right? And just like walloped the crap out of that dragon. It was awesome. And then he kind of burned away. But we're gonna get him back. So it's a temporary reprieve from duty that Don's currently under. So don't worry. You can write that in your report to his superiors that Don will be back to report for duty. It might take a while though.
Sable is just gonna fold her arms, glare at Zeta.
The Corin goes ahead and notes down what Zeta's saying here, and she says, "Well, suppose that'll do. I will get this back to the Mayor Elector so that we can get this filed in the report." She kind of bids you all a goodbye, and like as soon as she gets outside, you see she kind of picks up into a run. But the day is yours.
Sable is gonna look at Zeta, just What is this about getting Dawn back?
Well, Don clearly sold his soul to some kind of demon or daemon, or I'm assuming devil, probably, most likely devil, given the Hell Knight thing. And I believe, what, Francis, there was like a little man on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, the gentleman. He was seemed to be an emissary from one of those planes.
Yeah. So clearly Don made some kind of pact or deal, and so he's gone now. But all we have to do is, you know, get him back.
What about the other lives that you cost?
Why cost Don?
That snowstorm cost far more lives than just Dawn.
I don't think the snowstorm killed anybody. It's just snow.
It agitated the dragon, causing him to breathe fire on everyone that was standing before him.
Yeah, and prior to that, he was killing willy-nilly anyways.
He was killing them one by one, not in a large group like that.
And that's better?
No, it's not better. It would have been better than... He even found one that he was going to take with him and leave. We could have followed him to his lair. Maybe he's got more women in his lair that we could have saved.
No sables either. I was just trying to help. It was quite a gruesome sight. You can't blame someone from
We had a
blame
plan.
someone for acting. It's true, we had a plan, but we didn't really plan to stumble upon the dragon eating citizens.
We were told it was there.
Well, we had seen it there.
We even tried to talk you out of doing what you were planning on doing.
You guys weren't really convincing, if I'm being fully honest.
Yes, we noticed.
Besides, we stopped the dragon from coming back.
Because Don killed himself.
Sure, yes, but we can get Don back. Eventually.
Many things could have been done better, but we have to work with what we have.
We did kill a dragon. Leland, we killed a dragon.
Leland's gonna just stare at Zeta for a few seconds. Yeah. Don killed a dragon.
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
Damn.
The savagery from the idiot.
The docile savage.
There's no sense in moping about it. It's what's done is done. I can't bring those people back.
But you're gonna bring Don back.
Well, Don's a special case. He's a main character.
Main character.
Don's a special case.
It's true. He is central to most of my stories.
Wasn't Don's time. He was just taken. I
He
agree
sold
with
his-
Zeta. We can get him back somehow.
He sold his soul through a contract.
He's just in a place.
Yeah. Which
Just
goes
have
to
find
show
that
you never.
place.
Right. And you'll never know what you do until the time comes.
I think this party is gonna be horribly upset when they find out who he sold his soul to. Well, we're not getting him back.
Says you.
Who is that
Uh,
gentleman anyway?
Who is
Francis.
that gentleman making these
Who was
lion
that
remarks?
What did he? Could you see him as well as hear him?
gentleman? Yeah.
I feel like Francis might have an idea who he sold his soul to.
I mean, he had a pretty good relationship with Asmodeus, it seems. So anyone down that line, anywhere in his plane, you know,
I mean,
maybe.
Killswitch probably knows a good bit about Asmodeus and the Hells in general.
Knowledge check to see if I recognize the shape that Don transmogrified into.
I'll assist it if needed.
It's not like it's a very iconic shape.
Yeah, knowledge
I wouldn't
Of a
say
giant
that
burning bull man.
or planes. Doesn't matter, they're the same. Either religion or planes to
Yeah, so at the very least, Aubrey has a fucking plus 17 in planes. The very least,
Planes? Wait,
yeah.
that's religion.
Oh, religion will work. Religion's fine.
Okay.
But no, yeah, you guys would have a pretty good idea that this would likely be the works of Moloch.
Oh. Oh,
Moloch
that's not
known
good.
to, of all deities of any alignment, Moloch is the most likely to respond to an offering.
Aubrey, do you think Moloch is holding the contract? I'd assume he's got more important things to do.
I'm afraid I'm not too familiar with.
Killswitch is the most familiar with devil deals.
Yeah, I believe Francis
So,
would be more.
circumstantially,
Yeah, but Aubrey's a
No, that-
barrister.
right.
I learned
But what
a
I'm
lot about taxes in a short amount of time.
But what I'm saying here is that, well, you would all know that for the most part, devils don't. When devils make deals, they don't want your soul. They would much prefer another end of the bargain be held up. Just from the interaction you guys had with the imp oh so long ago.
yeah, the deal's like collateral.
Yeah, the soul
Yeah,
is up for
KFC's
collateral.
KFC's converting a bunch of souls.
So it would seem off to make
taking
such a
his
powerful deal for a single soul, but with a 35, it should be known that Moloch is a rare case that when he makes his deals for a specific soul. And the difference being that normally when a soul goes to hell, it has to go through a lot of bureaucracy to see which layer of hell it goes to based on
Makes
which
sense.
sins it did and blah blah blah. No, Moloch wants your soul for himself as a form of bolstering his own numbers.
Easing contracts is a expedited delivery process to get souls to him.
Well, no, it's just that when Moloch and his agents make a deal for a soul, he takes that soul, and that's it. Like, whenever that soul gets to hell, it goes to Moloch. It doesn't go through the which sin matches your layer of hell business.
Okay.
So he
I'll
gets
relay-
additional forces, essentially.
I'll relay that to everyone. Let them know that's why Don probably just burned away right there. So, do I know like where Moloch's territory or whatever is located?
It'd be
Where he reigns?
Malabulge, which is the 6th layer of hell.
Cool. Yeah, I'll make note of all that as I relay it to everyone.
Oh man, tomorrow's not Friday.
Nope.
Well, think you'll be able to get us there.
Cool. Malabulge.
So our plan is to just walk right into hell and save Don.
Not now, certainly. We're roaches down there, I'm sure.
Don't be ridiculous, Sable.
Well, hold on. maybe one of these Hell Knights can get us in touch with someone over there. Like, there's other ways of talking to Hell.
Warlock
Or
seems
anyone
to
in
be less interested in talking, more interested in taking.
I'm not even sure if I want to go along with this.
Go
Well,
along
we
with
just-
getting Don back?
You have to aspire to be greater in order to achieve.
I'd be fine getting Don back. I'm just not sure if I want Zeta to help.
Oof.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your actions got Don killed. Your actions got people killed. You could easily do the same to any of us. You're reckless.
You're a loose cannon. Give me your badge and gun.
Sable, you harness reckless energies all day.
Yeah,
Surely you would be the most to be able to empathize with my position.
I don't.
Are you
Why
trying to?
not?
Hold on. Let me have a character break for just a second here. 1 second. So Zeta's trying to make the plight that Sable should understand that chaos is good, because Sable uses the force of chaos that killed her family.
I'm not
Alright.
trying to make the case that
Hey,
chaos is good.
you're
no.
you're harnessing that thing that killed your family to try and suppress it, because that's your end goal. So clearly, just using that to kill things is great.
No, yeah, I just wanted to, because I was carry on. So
Sable simply says, I don't empathize. I think what you did was incredibly wrong.
All right, fine. We don't need you. Who else wants to go with me to save Don?
We'll get there, but I don't think we're capable of it at the
Well,
moment.
of course, not right now.
Did you just say we don't need you to Sable?
Yeah.
Did you just try to evict Sable from the party?
If Sable doesn't want to do things with Zeta, that's okay.
Zeta, we had a plan, and you ignored it.
This much is
It was
true.
It was a very gruesome sight.
And by
We're
not
very
sticking to the
accustomed
plan,
seeing that.
people died. So how do we know when we go to hell to save Dawn that you'll stick to the plan that time?
That's why we have to aspire to be greater than we are now.
All right, well, I'll stick to the plan that time. This time. Now.
No remorse at all.
You're evil.
Yes.
no.
Evil.
Whoa, no.
Like she said, people were already dying. She was trying to prevent more of it. and it
If
just
anything, this
didn't
is
turn out
more
that way.
chaotic.
It's just as bad.
Killswitch
Francis.
doesn't like evil being used as a slur.
I mean, this is an example of chaos, not
God
really
damn it.
evil. Zeta was trying to save people, albeit it didn't work.
Typical chaos. Not working out.
Which is why I agree. We should definitely stick to the plan. Do you agree, Zeta?
I'm failing to understand the logic here. I tried to save people and I'm evil, but okay. We can stick to the plan.
I think we can all agree to that. Is that okay, Sable?
Sure, let's go die.
That's the spirit.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Let's go die. We'll get there.
Give it a session.
As much as I do want to save Don, I can't help but feeling that this is just going to be a futile plan. So, why not?
Okay, Sable, if you want to be snarky about it, why don't you come up with a plan? Let's hear your input. You seem to have a lot of criticism, but you don't seem to have a lot of ideas.
And again, it's not a very immediate plan.
A plan to save Don from hell.
Right.
It's just a place.
As far as I know, your plan is just, let's go there.
No, you don't know what my plan is.
You don't know what your plan is.
Very true, but if I don't know what my plan is, then nobody else can know what my plan is, and we can't be second guessed.
So
Then
you
why
don't
we
have a
find
plan.
Somebody who can make a plan.
Oh, jeez, it's too easy. You're giving it to me. Should I now? Should I
Yeah,
now?
sure.
Now's
Hello.
probably a good time.
Hello, fellow planners.
It's at this point that a very an older gentleman slides into you guys' table. Are you guys at a table? I
I'm
think
assuming
you guys are at
so.
a table.
Sure, and I don't think we're being very subtle.
No.
No,
Like a
you
mustard
are
yellow
not.
shirt.
You are not being subtle.
Well,
You
yeah,
guys are
like
yelling at each
a
other.
lot of the people in this very fine dining area have like awkwardly picked up their plates and left.
So this guy, this older gentleman, that is he's got some good leathers on, you know, has a big old rifle over his shoulder, has a pistol in a holster on his belt. You know, Sable, you'd be able to, you'd be like, oh, look at that, that's a nice rifle he's got there. You know, gray hair, kind of long, in a ponytail, got some wrinkles on his face, maybe some 5 o'clock shadow going on. Maybe he hasn't shaved in a while, but otherwise, he's you know, he's well kept. All of that, slides into the table with you guys. And excuse me, you fine folk. I couldn't help but notice that y'all were looking for someone that could make plans.
We don't have any change, sir.
We don't have any
Oh, no.
change, sir.
he puts up his hands in defense of himself. No. I'm not asking for your change. No, sir. I'm asking
Oh.
if I can assist you in any way.
Francis?
Hmm.
He's looking for assistance.
No. I'm asking. I'm wondering if I can assist you all.
Oh,
By hearing the good word of Asmodeus.
No. I'm afraid I'm already quite sold on the tenets of Aurora myself. But I respect your faith, sir. No.
Okay.
See, I've been watching you fine fellows for a while now. Great heroes of the town. Couldn't help but overhear what actually happened in the whole debacle. See, most folk just saw you guys fighting the dragon, then a man got big and backdropped the dragon. So they saw you as heroes. But, and I don't mean any offense by this, from what I've heard so far, it don't really seem like you guys have your ducks in a row quite well.
Well, it's kind of an unexpected event. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to slay a dragon today.
Leland does.
Stairs into the middle space. Meat chickens.
Well, you're absolutely right. You don't wake up in the morning and decide that you're gonna go slay a dragon. Unless you do, in which case you're probably crazy, but that's a craziness that I can respect. Now, you gotta have a plan for something like that. When that plan falls through, you gotta have a second plan for that. Improvising is always good, but improvising also gets people killed.
Yes, it does. Thank you, fine gentlemen.
Oh, please, call me Raidus.
So, Raidus, how do you plan to get Don back?
Oh, get Don back. Take it Don is the man that got really big and backdropped the dragon?
Yes.
The
He's
one-
gone.
no, he's just in another place.
Oh,
Like
that's
this
another
place,
place
but
that I
hotter.
would not suggest you lot going to right now. I wouldn't
I
suggest
know.
anyone going to that place.
Well, no, we're not going right now. It's more of an eventually thing.
We'll need to
You need resources, of course.
resources.
And I guess we probably do need a plan.
Oh, well, maybe I can be of assistance in that regard. But before we start getting down to brass tacks and business and all that stuff, I'd like to pick your brains a little bit, get to know all of you. You mind introducing yourselves, the heroes of Corvosa, to me? A lowly gunslinger from Alkenstar?
As long as you don't mention the word tax anymore.
What about
Quite enough
taxes?
of that business.
What about taxes?
Well,
Everything's bigger in taxes.
we got in trouble for some taxes, and I'd like to put it behind me.
Oh, I don't think you'll have very many of those problems around these parts.
It was a pleasant word at first.
So, Mr.
Anyway.
Taxes, what's your name, sir?
I am Aubrey Bruvos.
Ober
Now,
Bruvos. That's a
Reach out
fine
to
name,
shake your
sir.
hand.
He's gonna shake your hand. He's got a
Beard.
firm grip. It's a fine name, sir. And might I say that is a rather magnificent beard that you have with you right now.
It's a pleasure to meet. And I'll wave at you with my mustache.
Oh, well, that is incredible. That is one of the finer things I have seen in my life. And
Yeah,
You gonna leave Snips out of this?
Snips is. Snips.
actually, wait.
is
Let me roll a
shy.
perception on that. Let me roll a perception on
Now-
that real quick. See
Now,
if I can
I'm
see the
just
crab.
a simple southern lawyer. But I know a familiar when I
I
see one.
say.
I say.
If you don't think Snips is gonna try to stop this handshake,
Snip. I think I see the crab.
You probably see the crab.
Crab is gonna try to get out there,
Trying
and
to
it's
pinch you and
yeah.
Oh, would you look at that?
NPC, he does what you say.
Oh, would you look at that? You got a little crab living in your beard. That must be nice for the itches every once in a while.
Yeah, that's my little guy. He pretty much just stays in there.
Oh, he's a good boy. What you feed that thing?
You know, well, we've been eating a lot of fish for the most part, so he gets his portion.
Oh, well, he must be happy as a clam. Oh, well, a crab.
Just eats whatever falls in his beard.
Now, what about the rest of you lot? Give me your names. Come on, introduce yourselves.
So Leland will stand up and introduce himself. Leland Tuco, Longacre Town Guard. Then sit back down.
All right, out ease there, soldier boy. That's a very big sword you got right there, son. I hope you actually can swing that thing.
Is he expecting me to
No.
start swinging?
No, he's hoping not. He doesn't know you guys very well, but from what he can gather of you guys, you're all fucking insane.
What is insane about an old man?
Except Sable and Aubrey.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Go on.
But no, yeah, like it's not unusual for people not to expect Leland to actually be able to swing that sword. It is comically oversized.
It's as big as he is.
Yeah, he's walking around with a Monster Hunter greatsword.
So I take it you guys are just gonna go around and introduce yourselves. Like, I feel like I don't have to put you guys through this trouble if y'all don't want to.
Oh no, this is great. I want to hear Francis.
Alright.
What was that sound? Oh, that was the sound of someone being thrown under the bus.
So, Francis, still humming the
Okay,
Ballad
Francis.
of
join me at the bus.
Part 2, Fiery Boogaloo, to himself. He looks up and says, well, stands up. My name is Killswitch Francis Carlos, and you
Now hold up, sir.
can call me Killswitch Francis Carlos.
Now hold up, sir. Is your first birth-given name by your parents actually Killswitch?
Kind of stops, stares into the middle space.
You're not giving him an answer.
Nothing wrong with this.
Does Francis not know?
I don't know.
No,
What is Francis's relationship with his parents? They've never been brought up.
He's deep in the middle space right now.
They're goblins.
Oh, I'm sorry, son. I
Francis
didn't mean
is
to press
secretly a
upon.
goblin.
He's 3 goblins the whole time.
The whole time. The 3 that we pardoned.
Well, I'm sorry, son. I
No,
didn't-
no, it's okay. Asmodeus is all of our father.
The
You know,
whole
if
reason he's
Asmodeus
like this
named
is because he doesn't have a father figure.
You know, If Asmodeus named you, then it makes sense that your name would be Killswitch. Well, regardless, if you see Asmodeus as your father, then you got a fine father, son.
Kind of nods and says, "Well, would you like to hear a song about it?"
Puts a hand up. No, thank you, sir.
He's
had
already
quite
playing.
enough of-
He's already started playing.
He kind of smiles and nods along and then turns to Sable.
Rough.
A fellow aficionado of the finer arms of a real soldier.
I'm Sable Rain. I am the party's resident gunslinger, though more I use a gun as a tool for my eldritch powers.
At this point, he's already off the table and, like, looking at you and your gun and, like, hovering around you and looking at the gun. You say you use the gun as a conduit for magic?
That's right.
What in the name of Aurora's sweet palm that are you talking about? Guns can't be conduits for magic.
Domide's burning bush.
I can show you if you'd like.
Well, that'd be incredible. See, where I come from, Alkenstar, it's pretty much like this big old void where magic can't do anything. Or if it can do something, it usually does things the wrong way. So, we had to learn to adapt without magic or anything of the sorts. Makes us pretty much nigh on impregnable, because people usually try to assault with magic and whatnot, and we're like, well, you don't have that right now, but we have guns. It's usually a funny sort of affairs, but anyway, you can understand why it'd be quite remarkable for me to see that.
Let's be real, guns are just metal magic.
No, sir. Guns are science.
Well, you point at something and you do a little movement and something dies.
Now, you see, sir, there are two types of things that hold the fabric of our reality together. One is magic, incomprehensible. Most people who study it spend their entire lives studying it and don't really understand what the hell they just studied for the entirety of their lives. And then there's science, things that we can get a grasp of, but ultimately ask more questions than it does provides answers.
There's a scientific side to the magic as well.
Zeta's kind of like staring at, like pointing, like clearly trying to spell out a formula in front of her, like trying to piece this together. This doesn't make any sense at all.
Do you not think that the first man that saw black powder go up in flame didn't think it was magic?
Oh, I'm sure he did think it was magical. I'm sure that most people think that things that they can't understand are magic, but oftentimes we can't explain them. The things that we can't explain are magic. The things that we can explain are science.
Sure, but it's pretty much a wand. You just point and you move and you kill.
Well, it's an awfully simplistic view of things, but I respect it.
No, none of this makes any sense at all.
And what do you mean by that, miss?
Zeta Monticello.
Zeta Monticello. You were a problem child in school, weren't you?
School?
Never mind.
We come from far away.
Oh, far away, huh? Where y'all come from?
The town of heretics?
Well, that doesn't really give a
No,
lot.
I'm from Longacre.
Yes, Leland's from Longacre. We come from a town of heretics.
Longacre? Where the hell is
thought
Longacre?
Monticello is a pretty chillaxian name.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling knowledge local on these fucks.
All right, just point it
We're
out.
in a
I'm also-
conversation.
I'm also blue.
Yeah, all blue people, you know, chillaxians, obviously. I don't know what
All
you
right.
want from me for that one.
So, before I continue on and ask you more personal questions, what about it exactly does not make sense to you, Miss Zeta Monticello? Mrs.
Grand Wizard.
Monticello? Grand Wizard? His eyes. Did you say that in character?
No.
No, that was that celery person.
Celery.
Celery. All right, we gotta figure out what's in character and what's not at this point.
Yeah, because if someone just said Celery's name in character, then things are changing here. But anyway,
I don't think.
what exactly about this does not make sense to you, ma'am?
Zeta will suffice. I don't need a moniker based on my status towards another man to define me, thank you.
That's a rather regressive way of thinking. It could be towards another woman as well.
Touche. But I would rather be defined by my own character.
That's fair, and I respect it, ma'am. But anyway, could you continue on with your explanation as to why this does not make any sense
It's
to you?
not the-
I'll be glad to elucidate on any details that you might have missed.
Well, for starters, you said that magic is incomprehensible.
Now, for most people, yes, it is.
Well, for most people, yes, but the fact that most people don't get science doesn't make science any more incomprehensible. You're simply talking about the difference between metaphysics and physics.
Oh god, this is gonna be really good.
Yeah, you said most people can't understand it. Luckily for you, Zeta's not a person.
He kind of puts up both of his hands in kind of a scaling motion, and he says, "Well, you see, that's the thing. Science, in my opinion, is far more easy to understand than magic, and to someone like you, magic may be far more easy to understand than science is. It doesn't mean that either of them are any different. It doesn't mean that either of them do any differently to hold the fabric of our universe together. It just means that they have different utilizations."
That's ridiculous. They obviously work hand in hand. Why would they be opposing forces?
Well, they have to
Why
be
would there
opposing.
need to be?
They have to be opposing forces. Otherwise, why could one work without the other?
But they both work together.
No, they can work together, but one can work without the other one in operation. Alkenstar, as I said, is one giant bubble of anti-magic field. If there is no magic in the area, then how can science operate?
Well, science can operate without magic, of course, because that's simple physics. But
And magic
physics
can
aren't-
operate without science, of course.
Physics aren't devoid of metaphysics, and metaphysics aren't devoid of physics. Simply because Alkenstar exists in an anti-magic zone doesn't mean that it's not a part of the greater sum of the material world and its realm of magic.
But ma'am, you are now disregarding your previous argument that the two go hand in hand when I have said that nothing but they are distinct forces that operate in different ways but exist in the same universe. You have just dismantled your own argument, ma'am.
As useful as this conversation is,
Right, I apologize. So where'd you say y'all were from?
We didn't.
Well, where'd y'all say y'all were from?
We're from Chiliax, but a very small village in Chiliax.
His eyes kind of flash with realization. Cheliax, you say?
Indeed. We've only been in town for, 2 days now.
So
Came
you said
in
flash,
from
you
Crown.
thought of-
2 days and rounded up a body count.
Yeah, I was
And
about to ask.
dragon.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask about that. So I've heard about a lot of the chaos, but I'd like to get you all's, well, all of you together's account of what exactly happened there. From what I've managed to surmise by eavesdropping on your conversations, again, it was impolite of me, I apologize, but you were being rather loud in my defense. It seems like you all had a plan, and then it seemed to have gone astray in some way.
Stares at Zeta.
Well, we did have a plan, but
There was a plan, yes.
It was thrown out.
we're simple village people, and the sight of a dragon viciously eating into the village people just drove
No.
up.
The magical one.
No, the plan was just thrown out.
Well, Mr. Mr. Bruvos, I can understand what you are trying to say, but you see, in your saving of the city of Corvosa, you happen to have done something that has caused me a great deal of trepidation. You see, I was hunting down that very dragon that you were hunting, that you guys killed the other day.
Yesterday.
Well,
yes,
we,
yes.
I guess we made your job easier, I suppose.
Actually, you've made my job a lot harder than it already was. See, I have been hunting for something for quite some time to prove my usefulness. Unfortunately, the best target that I had was, prematurely eradicated by forces of which I had no control over. Therefore, I cannot take the credit for the kill, and therefore, I cannot complete my mission.
Well, you'll be happy to know that the dragon was handicapped and therefore would have not constituted a full.
Sir, a dragon is a dragon is a dragon.
Yeah, but if the dragon can't hear you, sneak up on it and shoot it in the back. It's really a chat.
Do you want some of the scales?
No. I wouldn't feel right doing that. You see, I have to participate myself, which is why
From
I
what
have
I
come.
know. I'm sorry. Go.
Which is why I have come in this direst of moments for you, your group, to offer my services to replace the void that has been left by your prior member of your party.
I was to
Now
say,
I
I
can-
know these red dragons are fairly territorial, and if news of this gets out to any other red dragon in the area, I'm sure more will hunt us out. Perhaps you should stay with us and offer your help there. And at the same time, accomplish your task.
Oh no, you see, that is just one small part of my task, but you don't need to know the details. But so long as y'all are from Cheliax, you do make a good point. It would benefit me to maybe stay around you all for some time. If you wouldn't mind having me, of course. I'm quite good with a gun, and I'm quite good against specifically, and he points to people like this nice young lady right here.
Points to who?
People.
Zeta.
You said people.
Yeah.
I'm not a thief.
Points to people. Points to not person.
I thought I missed.
Points to the wrong. Points to the only not person.
He points to Zeta. Like this fine young lady right here.
Well, if
You
we're
have a
getting back
horse?
on the open road, we could definitely use an additional companion.
Especially if y'all need help planning things out. You see, I fancy myself to be one heck of a planner. I have several plans at all times, contingencies hidden behind contingencies, because I like to make sure that things are meticulously A-okayed.
Can you plan for when the plan is thrown out?
Oh my god.
He thinks for a moment. He says, yes, I can.
Then you're hired.
Well, that was rather quick.
We're not paying you.
We're not paying him. I mean,
I
for starters,
expect-
all of our money's gone.
Oh, I don't expect payment from any of you. All I ask is that you take me back to Cheliax with you eventually if you ever go back. I have some
Please. Oh,
business
and-
to attend to there, with a certain wizard in a tower.
Just to warn you,
Oh, celery.
Celery.
there's a clingy little dragon that's been following us around. You
Like the
might have to get used to.
like the plant.
He
No,
points
like
to
the
Oak-
Grand Wizard.
He points to Obrey
Yeah,
and he says,
celery.
I'll take that into consideration. And then he looks back to Zeta and Leland and says, what was it that you just said about celery?
Grand Wizard celery.
It's crunchy.
It's
Oh,
crunchy.
you mean the wizard.
Celery
you-
Candenza.
You lot know the Grand Wizard?
We
Met with her a few times.
I'm sure she would prefer if we didn't, but yeah.
She's mean.
These two, he points to Leland and
She
KFC.
keeps
have
catapulting
been
me
in her
in.
bubble.
She keeps catapulting me into buildings.
Yep, she has a huge. Is it a trebuchet or is it a catapult?
It's a catapult.
Yeah, she has a huge catapult on her top of her tower that just
I
sends you
really
flying to
don't.
any point in the
I
city.
don't
you'd
like
to go.
going to talk to the wizard. Bad things always happen there.
She's actually quite pleasant.
Yeah, everything that you just said checks out with the stories that I've heard of this wizard. Tell me, while y'all were in the area, did you happen to see a rat bastard hanging around that uses loud-ass revolver pointing at people's faces?
This is the only person with a gun we've seen in any recent times. Points to
Oh,
Sable.
excellent. Oh, excellent. Well, if y'all wouldn't mind, would y'all mind introducing this wizard at some point in time?
I'm sure
Well,
we'll.
They just throw the extremely out of character screaming out, and they're just like, yeah, he seems normal.
yeah.
So you're
Grudges
looking
in
for
there.
a rat
I
with
don't-
revolvers?
I don't know any rat people.
No.
Well,
no
actually-
rat people.
Actually, he's more of a cat with revolvers.
Wait,
A loudmouth,
wait, no.
boisterous cat swinging revolvers around and taking credit for the hard work that the people in the Council of Friends did years ago.
Are you referring to a cat folk?
No, I'm referring to a tiefling that happens to share a little too many features with his cat-barbed dick father.
No, afraid I haven't met any of.
What was this cat's name? And did he happen to be wanted dead or alive?
Oh, I can only hope that he was wanted dead or alive, but his name was... And he squints his eyes and stares off in the middle space as he says it. Zaflon Kingswell.
That's the name on the poster.
There was no name on the poster.
Oh, there was no name on the poster?
No, it was. Couldn't even.
That's
see
the name on
face
the poster.
There was no poster.
There was no poster.
There was-
See, if you would like, I can spin you a great tale of adventure and intrigue that might
Oh.
occupy some of your time, and you could consider it a down payment for my services. Well,
Please.
Can I try? Can I try a local to see if I've heard of Zafon at all?
This would be
I
a
mean,
history
He
check.
was a famous. He was a famous
History.
actor in this. Yeah, I could go with that.
fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, sorry, I saw Z. Yeah.
He's a pretty famous actor, though.
No, the 28 is my
legendary-
knowledge history.
Oh, you rolled a knowledge history?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeta, you would remember. I assume whenever KFC bought that
The man.
the
sheet
the
music?
music, the sheet music. There we go. When he bought the sheet music, he would of course have brought up the Trials of Larazad at some point, and somebody would have talked about the last successful play of the Trials of Larazad, the last successful performance of the Trials of Larazad, starring in the spot of Larazad, a Zaflon Keenswell.
This is very
You're
true.
after an actor?
Well, Zito was the one that got it, not you.
Yeah, Zeta understands. She hasn't said anything about it yet.
Oh, you're talking about the actor?
There we go.
He narrows his eyes once more, and acting is pretty much the only thing that cat bastard's good for.
It's a pretty
I
good
could
thing to be good at, honestly.
I can spin you the tale if you like. But it ain't a very good one, and it don't have a happy ending.
Oh, I was gonna say I do like tales of adventure, but not a fan of unhappy endings.
Well, there's plenty of adventure to be had.
I do like adventure.
See, I was raised under the roof of a man named Beck Montillon. He's a pretty decent soldier over in Alkenstar. In his older age, however, he wanted to take on apprentices to show the way of the gun. But he didn't think that Alkenstar would exactly be the best place to do it, as everyone and their God's damn dog already knew what a gun was over there. So he went out into the world, started looking for youths all around, see who he could get interested in the path of the gun, all that stuff. Teach them the good way of life, order, all that stuff with order, conviction, discipline. Eventually, he came across a place in Taldor where he met a loud, bombastic, boisterous little shit that went by the name of Zaflon Keenswell. From what he told me back in the day, he said that the boy had a mean streak, was too loud for his own good, and needed to be tempered by the world. He said that he could never make a good apprentice out of him, but he still gave him a gun regardless. Years later, the cat bastard shows back up in Alkenstar, telling his master about how he helped save Cheliax and West Crown from a great conspiracy that had been going around. Spins him the tale of the Council of Friends. Now, he said it was called the Shield of West Crown. He always said that they always tried to call it the Council of Friends, but he kept shutting it down. So I'm gonna call it the Council of Friends.
It's a much better name.
See, I agree with you. You are a bunch of level-headed individuals that I can appreciate the company of. But anyway, as I was saying,
Sable snorts.
Zaflon held on to the coattails of the Council of Friends for quite some time. Great overachievers they all were, you see. There was Holov Iamdapur, the man with the shield of steel that would always keep his allies safe and strike down evil no matter where it came from. Man with a steel arm, a heart of gold, great conviction unlike any others. There was Tassel Tamcho, the unseen one. Well, Tassel Tamcho. No one really knows what his last name was, but that just added to the air of mystery about this character, you see. See, the way that Zaflon told it, they never even knew that Tassel was there when he'd been with them the whole time.
Thought it was Tasselichus.
No, you swap between them like 3 times. Tassel
No.
Tamcho, Tassel Silent Foot, Tassel.
It's Tassel Tasselhoff.
I could have swore it was Tasselichus.
We never actually got the full story of it, but like Rhoda said, it just added to the whole air of mystery. Picking locks and sneaking up behind people, taking them out from afar. He was like an urban ninja of some kind. A real revel to behold, I'm sure. I wish I could have seen him or not seen him in action. There was Celery, the wizard, who would slam down celestial giant beings onto the battlefield and wreak havoc around everyone. wizardry unparalleled by the likes of which anyone's ever seen before. There was a personal favorite of Zaflan, which I choose to believe is another rat bastard because of it, Dark Shield Heart. Half man, half scorpion, half wolf, half something. An abomination of nature that no god except for Rovagug himself would have ever wanted to create.
Hey,
But supposedly...
Lamashu.
What?
Seems like he would be a bit of a hunchback.
But regardless, despite the fact that he had questionable taste in company, he had a charitable heart. And I hear that he did a lot of good work in his life. There was, and then there was Veladara. Oh, what was the last name of this one? I forgot. Vale, help me out.
Vale didn't have a last name. He just went by Vale.
Yeah, there was Vale. And then there was Vale, an agent of Saren Ray. Always the first into battle and always making things explode in ways that you could never imagine. Everyone always knew when a fight was starting because a giant bolt of lightning would strike down onto the field and evaporate someone in an instant. And then there was the Fly, twirling his guns around, screaming and crying for help anytime so much of a scratch nicked him.
True.
Always screaming and crying every time a scratch nicked him, scared for his life at every turn, but always saying that he had the plan and people should listen to him. Oh, he thought he was so great, such an excellent duelist, swinging his guns around with his pinpoint accuracy, saying that he was the best that there ever was. Well, I'll tell you what he really was. He was a spoiled, rotten brat, throwing a temper tantrum from a responsibility that he never wanted, but he was born with. And he abandoned my master in his time of need and never came to him when he was dying, slow and old on the bed.
Perhaps he's dead.
Oh, death of old age would be too kind of a death for him, no. See, I am not a bad man. I'm a good man. I like to believe so, at least. But I decided a long time ago that if I was ever going to enact one act of pure evil in my life, it would be to take down that bastard the first time I see him and prove to him that I am the superior student and that a fake like him deserves no fame in this world. No fame, no companionship, no love, no friendship, no accolades, nothing. He deserves to die a slow, painful death in agony alone.
This seems very close to you. I would like to participate in this fantastical journey that you seem to have ahead of you.
That was easy. This guy just went on a psychopathic rant.
That's interesting enough.
You
Sold.
forget who
Yeah,
you're talking to.
yeah. Zeta is the Zeta would be the one to be like, yeah, let's go.
Zeta's just got like stars in her eyes and she's jotting in her notebook.
But I digress. You see,
No,
aside,
don't
from that,
digress.
aside from that one act of irresponsibility, I do intend to lead the rest of my life as an upstanding citizen and a man of great discipline. And I would like to offer those services to you and your group, provided that you can take me to Cheliax and introduce me to the wizard, Celery, so I can get information on Zaflan Keenswell and whether or not he is still alive,
Sure,
and
let's
I get
stop
to
by.
kill him, or if old age has done the job for me.
I don't believe we're planning on going to West Crown immediately. We just arrived in town, but surely soon.
That sounds doable.
Well, excellent. I'm glad to meet y'all's acquaintance. As I said before, allow me to introduce myself in full. My name is Raidus Hardinger, and he stands up and bows to you all in a very courteous, gentlemanly bow. He pulls the gun off of his off the holster on his shoulder, big old rifle, shows it to him, and he says, "This is my rifle. This is what I will be doing in battle. I focus away from I focus my shots from far away, and I'll pick apart anyone who dares come close to you all."
Sounds like we'll be shooting together then.
I sure hope so. Can't wait to see what it is that you can do. Although I'd like to stress this in advance. While my specialty doesn't indeed revolve around shooting people in the face, and very well might I. My true specialty comes from shooting people who cast magic in the face.
Zeta's gonna kind of nervously chuckle.
See, I got this weird little tick in me, I guess. I don't know what it is, but I can always tell when someone's about to start casting something. Barely a word managed to get out of their lips before bang!
I'm
Right in
afraid
the
that I
hand
believe Leland's the only one here. Leland here is the only one that doesn't cast some sort of magic amongst us. I hope you
Sable doesn't really cast magic as much as,
Redirect
magic.
it.
yeah, she points magic in the right direction.
Just use magic.
He
Channels it.
holsters the rifle and he shakes his head and he said, Now, y'all ain't gotta worry about a thing. So long as in my mind I've already established that none of you to me, you'll be safe. And besides, I quite like to see what kind of magic y'all are capable of casting.
Fair
Maybe, maybe Miss Monticello can even change my opinion on the way that magic works, although I doubt it because it's proven fact at this point.
Proven fact that we don't understand how magic works.
Exactly.
Don't be ridiculous. I'd even venture to say that the only proven fact is that you don't understand how magic works.
Man, we could get into this all day and all night, and I'm sure that you and I would. But these folks over here will probably get bored yawning.
I don't even understand how my own magic works.
let alone all magic.
Exactly.
So then, what appears to be y'all's next step from here? You've killed a dragon, but I'm sure there's. Out of character, I'm sorry.
All that gunpowder's getting to you, is it?
You've killed a dragon, sure. You've killed not just a dragon, but the dragon that has been terrorizing these lands. But what of the Horde?
The dragon I mentioned that's been following us around is out scouting for it now, proving our stuff to be convenient. For
Perhaps
once.
it'd be some way to fashion a treasure map from the creature's body.
I have heard of a spell like that, but I don't believe any of us can cast that off the top of our heads.
No, but we are in a city that happens to have an academy dedicated to magic. And the
And
understanding of magic.
I guess you're right.
Hey, what's Zeta's intelligence?
A lot.
26.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You have someone that's
I mean-
that's also pretty good. He's got
Yeah.
18 int.
Mm.
Mm.
The only magic users I know that can cast that.
By the way,
sort of magic are
here's your boy.
the woodland type. Do any of us even have the ability?
Woodland
Looks like
magic?
'em. You know, like
Druids?
rangers and hunters that use magic to help in their work and
Oh no, I don't know anything about nature magic. It's unnatural.
Wait. Hold on a second here.
Now, you're confusing the slow one.
KFC. No, I mean I'm asking about the spell. You have the spell?
Dustin will forever kill me with phrasing and timing.
A slow one. KFC?
Mr. Francis,
Mr. Francis.
Oh,
your unholy majesty.
I'm
yes.
but a simple southern lawyer.
Ah, stay.
no, unfortunately, I don't know that one. But I'm a Zeta on this. I think we should just go find some other bard who did buy the spell from him.
If we have a scroll, if you have the ability to cast it, you can cast through the scroll.
Well,
Well,
that and Zeta, I'm sure you need to go to the academy anyway. You were mentioning something about shrinking the dragon.
Well, yeah. Well, let's not do too much to it just yet. I agree. Like, if we do want to get this scroll, we ought to do that like right now.
I need to pick up some teeth and dragon skin. I was gonna fashion my gun with some of it.
What time
Oh,
is
I
it?
kind of figured you grabbed that before the festivities, after the dragon died.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
never mind. Yeah,
So-
Ledger, I don't know if you caught that, but Sable's gun now has several dragon teeth wrapped around it, and it's covered in dragon skin.
Oh yeah, she's
Rodus
got a
approves.
she's got a Rathalos light bow gun. Is what's happening.
Basically.
Rodus is totally about this shit.
Rada Radas.
Rada rada. So
Rada Radas.
so you guys are going by scrolls then?
Yes.
Okay. So what all scrolls are you getting?
Scroll of
Create
strength
treasure
item
map.
and scroll of create treasure map.
I'll throw 150 for the treasure map.
Well, hold on. The scroll is 150, but no. The scroll of create treasure map is create treasure map is 125.
Cool.
What was the other one? Shrink item. Level 3. Shrink item is 350.
You need any gold for that?
I don't have any money.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and front it.
Okay.
Oh, hold on now. I'll throw in on that.
Alright, cool. You want to split
Okay.
it?
So, how much are you guys spending on what? Because it's 125 for one of them, and then 350 for the other.
I'll give you 300 for half of the shrink item and the full create treasure map. And he'll give you 175 for the treasure map, I guess. Or the, shrink.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're looking for 450 total.
Yep, sounds right.
Yep.
Right? Did I say that?
So how much is Aubrey giving?
The full treasure map and half the shrink item.
So 125 for the treasure map,
Correct.
and then the other one's 325. So how much are you giving for the other one?
One.
I'm sorry, the other one's supposed to be 350. How did that fuck up that bad?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like, wait a minute.
175.
So how much are you giving? 175?
Total.
300 total, so
Correct.
we got half of the second scroll.
Okay. So kill switch only has to mark off 175, and you're marking off the rest. Okay. So easy enough to find the scrolls. Market value for scrolls in this town is lower, as it turns out, because
Churning them out.
yeah, the academy, yeah, they churn out a lot of scrolls.
Tourist items.
This one was a student's assignment. I hope it works.
Yeah, essentially. Is there anything else you guys are?
proofread
Oh,
it, but I didn't read it out
Like a
loud to
student
double check.
dentist, like you just hope for the.
of note, it is pretty cold and raining today.
Darn.
I'm gonna go grab the dragon head and bring it back into town.
I
we
assumed
have,
you took the dragon head
horses
with
out
you.
Right now?
So, I want to briefly recap the state of the dragon situation. So, after the dragon was killed, Leland beheaded it, like on the spot, and took the head with him, much to the dismay of many of the people that happened upon it later. As the festivities were going on, the academy laid claim to most of the dragon.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
You guys were free to take what you would of it, but it's a
We took a
massive
lot of it.
beast, and
We took a lot of blood and hide, I believe.
of any group of people, the academy could make best use out of it. So if you're looking to take more from the dragon, the academy would be where you have to go to find it.
How much did, like you were talking about taking blood and hide, right, Leland?
I linked the feet because it has
Yeah, you have to make that stuff. You can't just take the
Well,
blood and drink
the,
it. It's
thought
the
just,
we-
raw dragon's blood can be had as is, and it heals 1d4.
yeah, there's stuff that has to be done to distill it to make it have the extra effects. So
Alright.
what are you guys wanting to take from the dragon? Like, Sable already took some skin as well as
Some
teeth.
bones.
Yeah.
We'll need a piece
Leland
of
has
hide.
the head, the whole
I
head.
guess we could take a piece of hide from that, I guess.
Minus a few broken teeth.
Yeah, a few is underselling it. It's missing a lot of teeth.
The rest of the teeth were just shoved back in,
Yeah, like
like tucked under the tongue.
Yeah, I definitely want some hide scale and and some bone.
We should create
I
this
have
treasure map
the-
as soon as we get the scroll, so we can ensure it doesn't go past the duration.
Okay, so it's about noon by the time you guys get the scroll. So are you just gonna try to rip off a piece of the head?
The neck flesh.
It's a big head, right?
It's a big head, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
The
you could
head
definitely.
is as big as is probably bigger than Leland.
Let's do it, Francis. It's up to you.
All right. Well, yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead.
Shave off a patch of skin from the neck.
Probably just take like a single scale, I would imagine.
It has to be a pretty level surface of the hide.
Like a scale.
Scales are not
Yes.
quite big enough. Scales are probably about the size of the palm of your hand. It needs to be big enough to be a map.
The front of the neck is generally soft enough. So, part of the neck where it was cut off can
So,
shave off.
A bit of hide, you know.
I think you should make it for.
so you have to. Here's the thing: you have to choose the scale of the map when creating it. Also, Zeta has to be the one that cast it because it's a wizard spell.
It's also a bard.
No, it's a bard spell. It's not a wizard spell.
The scroll is a wizard spell.
It's both.
Great treasure map.
This is not a place where bard scrolls are going to be very common.
They
In fact,
made
there's a
it
bard
as a
scroll that would
wizard
be more
scroll,
expensive.
not as a
Oh,
bard.
I got you.
Right.
I didn't realize that.
Also, I forgot that the scroll costs 100 more than that due to the material component.
All right. Yeah, I'll just throw in another 100.
So, Zeta could note this down in her book before doing it.
Absolutely. do
It'll
that.
take an hour to do the,
I think.
and she has to make a spellcraft.
Yeah. As soon as we get the scroll.
One chance, or you have to pay for it
Might
again.
take an hour.
Okay, let me get the spellcraft. Is there a spellcraft, or was it just a thing? I don't even remember, because I remember we
I
did
thought
this
it was just
forever
a
ago.
thing for wizard.
No, I think there's a spellcraft involved. Certain each time, blah blah blah. See magic. I don't remember where the thing is.
Oh yeah, spellcraft check.
Okay.
I must decipher the magical writing.
Well, you don't have to do that.
Read magic. I don't specialize in the school.
Here we go. Copy from another scroll, or spellbook or scroll. So you have to make it spellcraft against DC plus spell level.
So it's DC 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a plus 17.
You can't fail, but it does take up 2 pages in your spellbook. Don't forget that.
That's right. That's why I have
Of your
multiple
3
spellbooks.
spell books.
Yeah, because we found out later on that Zeta's actually been running out of spellbook stuff. That's why she had to buy the extra spellbooks earlier.
Not anymore.
Yeah, now she's okay. So, you get the spell copied down, and then I'm assuming you go ahead and cast the scroll.
No, I thought copying the.
No. For wizards, I don't believe it burns the scroll.
The
That's-
process
No.
leaves a spellbook that was copied from unharmed, but a spell successfully copied from a magic scroll disappears from the parchment.
Oh,
That's
you don't have permanency then, or wall of force, or super horses. Because otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to.
Oh.
You can't cast them.
Yeah, sure enough. Rip.
Wow.
That's okay.
I thought
That's
it left the
19
scroll
wizard
okay.
Spells that I just got back.
because I thought Alchemist will let you keep the scroll. Pretty sure one of them does
That's
let
okay.
you keep the scroll.
Wizards not allowed to have nice things. Because wizard is nice things.
Sure enough, a spell copied from a magic scroll disappears from the parchment. That's fucking stupid, but whatever. Is what it is. Is what it is.
That's okay. I'll take a minute to prepare, create treasure map, and then we'll cast it.
Sure. Uh, well, you need the material stuff, so you have to mark off 100 gold.
Oh yeah.
It's easy enough to get the stuff. This place has material components on lock as well.
If anybody has an additional 100 gold,
Radis, as a show of good faith, will contribute 100 gold towards this endeavor.
thank you, Rata Rata.
Now, when you cast a
I would
spell,
prefer if you called me Radis.
when you cast a spell, you have to choose the scale of the map. Either nearby, which is like the town size map, so that's not going to work.
Local.
Local,
Well,
which
this
would
one
be
want
no, it's going to have to be broad. I'm assuming.
Broad
whole-
would be like the
whole
scale
country.
of the country.
You think it would be in the whole country? I
Is
thought
it-
it would be like
is it
within
local?
a general area.
Yeah, it might be.
Local would be like the valley.
Local would be like this. I don't know, like a quarter of the country.
Like if there are multiple
Well-
red dragons policing this country, I think local.
Well,
would
no,
be the way to go for this
nearby-
particular dragon.
Nearby is very, very small, like the size of a complex, like the academy.
Like,
whereas-
you find out which room it's in.
Right. Local is more like the city,
The city to like
valley,
to the
or
next-
community,
I would imagine.
and broad would be bigger than that. But either way, I assume
Local
broad
is
is
the
closer
term.
to what you're looking for.
Yeah, we go with that. Even if it's like pretty close, we'll still
We'll find
see
the
it.
lizard.
Yeah, you need to find the place. So, while you're doing that, Evany actually returns to Sable, specifically. She kind of swoops in and lands. She kind of eyes this new character. As she kind of lands in, you notice from the rooftops, many of the pseudo dragons scatter.
I forgot about the pseudo dragons. They're still everywhere.
They're everywhere, all the time.
Radis kind of tips his head to the dragon. It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
How does he know the gender?
How are you assuming the gender, more so?
He's assuming the gender.
Wow,
He's been tracking dragons for a long time.
what a bigot. No,
He knows what to look for.
I mean, it's like you see a dog running by, and the first thing you do is look at its crotch to see if it's a boy or a girl.
So, are you a boy or a girl?
all dogs
way
are
like
all
five.
dogs are good boys, but
Okay, so anyway,
the
Moving on.
Ebony kind of gives a side eye to this new character, ignoring him entirely, and lets Sable know that she believes that she has found the general location of where the Horde probably is, but she couldn't get too close due to drakes in the area.
Well, now we'll know the exact location.
I'm sorry. Did you just say drakes, ma'am?
It likely means fire drakes that are in the area. We do know that there are some.
Fire drakes. Wonder if a group of our size could take on enough of those things.
Probably. We took out a dragon after all.
Did you? Did you?
We got one pretty good blow on the dragon before Don absolutely destroyed it.
So,
We
Zeta,
didn't
you
kill
gonna
the dragon, but
make
we
your
surprised him.
treasure map? So when Zeta gets done with her casting of the spell, it does take an hour to cast. It's about 1... It's 1 p.m., getting a little after the afternoon. But the map does show you a general layout of the area and a specific point in the mountain to the east.
Well, everyone, we should get saddled up and ready to go.
Oh,
I think
should we get one of the fancy magic bags before we go?
Indeed, if we're going to find treasure after, perhaps a cart as well. We also have the chest. We don't have Don to hate Francis's songs anymore, but perhaps we could think of something that'll make it work.
Just has to be something one of us hates, right?
Correct. But he's such a good musician, I just can't fathom.
So if I hum badly,
You
and
could try.
Killswitch is gonna try and hum out of tune.
Roll a nat one.
No, he's gonna hum the grocery list song, or the shopping list.
Oh, no,
He's
that's,
gonna go out of his way to sing out of key, not even in a scale, just
untunes his guitar and just hums along with it.
Alright, so
he plays his guitar the way Leland plays the flute.
you guys have horses.
I'll have to
Are
be
the horses
careful.
out or? do
No,
we
the
get
horses are not out currently. But the horses, you put the
We have
put the
magic
chest,
rock horses.
you put the chest on spring and you turned her into a fucking rock. So currently the chest is
Yeah, I can
on.
get I can get spring out. I'll go ahead and well, I don't need to do it now.
Okay, but I'm assuming after that you guys head off to the east.
We need a bag. Can we afford a bag right now?
Can you guys
No.
afford a bag?
How much do other people have?
Gun, sir.
Guns.
Sorry, could you ask the question once more?
How much do you have to put towards a bag of holding?
He pulls out a little small coin purse and kind of pokes around in it. I can scrounge up about 174 total, but after that, I'm flat broke.
How much is a bag of holding?
Smallest actual bag of holding is 2,500.
All right, that's not happening yet.
I'm sorry, I can't be more of a help, but traveling around the world has been rather expensive for me.
No, I think,
Us as well.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll be good set soon enough.
Alright, so off into the wild blue yonder do you go?
Sure.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna propose something.
Sure. Propose.
If I lay a mirror in the chest.
No.
Okay.
That's an extra dimensional space inside of an extra dimensional space.
Well, the chest is not an extra dimensional space.
But it moves. which
But
the
if
mirror's not
something
supposed to do.
moves, the
Yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as the mirror moves, it's done.
Off into the
all over the floor.
wild. All into the chest.
Okay. Where is...
Are you shrinking the dragon head while we're at it?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I don't think that's permanent.
I think
not.
You can
Oh, it's
learn,
not?
like,
But
you're
as long as
learning
you
the
hold it.
spell, and
it's a day per level.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, do you
learn
want to...
the spell, you cast it, and shove it in someone's pocket.
Yeah, did
So
you want to
it's
go
now-
ahead and...
It's now tiny for 8 days.
Yeah.
And hopefully
Hopefully Leland remembers that it's
to
in his
pull it out of his pocket before it blows his pants off.
Right?
funny as it would be.
So you guys shrink the head. Of course, that destroys the scroll when you learn it.
Yep.
So you're down a third level and a second level already.
Yep.
What a day.
And
Oh,
it's
jeez.
already like 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, by the time you guys are out and about and started to head east, it's getting more afternoonish. Still raining a good bit. Cold. Miserable day. As you guys get out into the mountainous areas, you notice that there's not really a road that goes this way, and it is gonna be a slog at best. So I'm gonna need athletics checks from everyone, because you guys are literally mountain climbing.
Is it just difficult terrain?
It is mountain climbing, and
Oh,
I
no.
believe Sable is prepared for this.
I think we all have mountain climbing gear, don't we?
I don't know. Is it on your sheet?
When did we get mountain climbing gear?
I could be thinking of.
I know
oh,
Sable
totally
has
have
mountain climbing gear.
I totally do.
Leslie.
I got it when I got snowshoes.
Oh, don't
Other
worry.
gear.
You'll be fine.
Quicksand.
And cleats. That's what I bought that time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all got climbing gear whenever we prepped for the.
Is
mountain.
it on your sheet? I'm gonna pull up your sheet if you
So-
don't answer.
Oh yeah,
What-
yeah.
This
What
is why I
degree?
have a receipt on my currency thing.
Well, no, that's
What
why you have an
degree are we going
inventory.
up? Like
What?
what angle?
What degree?
Yeah,
There
like
are
what
certain
angle?
points where it's 90 degrees.
Oof.
You are mountain climbing. I don't know if I mentioned that you're mountain climbing.
What's the
So this is a
climbing gear
mountain,
do?
and you're climbing it.
So we just decided to start climbing a cliff face?
We're following.
You're following a map.
The map. Oof.
And a straight line's always the best.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed
This
this,
is the
but
easiest way up if we have to take.
yeah, there's no roads that go this way. It's not like there's
the
a
dragon can fly.
yeah. The dragon doesn't normally have to climb the mountain himself.
Ooh, I mean, someone could stand in the chest.
That's a terrible idea.
Same chest.
But what does the climbing gear do? Sorry, I've never used this.
I've got an idea. I've got 50 feet of rope and 50 feet of chain. And I apparently have a significantly better athletics check than most others.
So it's a
Now, hold on,
climber's
Leland.
it's a climber's kit, so it gives you a +2 circumstance bonus to climb checks.
All right, I couldn't find it.
Now hold on, Leland. Leave the plan into the planner.
All right, so I got
Okay,
climbs
okay.
from
Action or
3 people.
Rada.
Okay.
So climb check.
Mm-hmm.
You have a +7 to athletics.
Yep, plus a 2 from the. Yeah. +7 to. It's because we have the option of using strength or dex in the house rules.
Do we?
No. No?
Yeah, we totally did.
Wait.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, because
For sure, we've had this discussion before.
I'm pretty sure you're crazy. Skills. Strength or charisma for intimidate.
Mm-hmm. That's
Oh,
normal.
okay.
Climb and swim will be
Uh,
combined into a single skill called athletics. It uses strength.
Yeah. It uses
Okay.
strength.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm a strength character. Is climbing normally strength or is it dex?
It's strength. What part of
We just
climbing
said
would be
that.
dex?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I could do acrobatics instead of athletics.
No.
Backflip up a mountain.
You can use acrobatics on the way down if you'd like. So it takes a
You'd
while,
be down in record time, whether you succeed or fail.
right? So it takes you guys a long time. There's a few times where you have to, catch your older companion. Not very suited to climbing.
Probably strap him to Leland.
Strap him to Leland.
That would just be undignified.
Put him in a fucking what do
Like
they
baby
call those
arms
baby
or
things?
Mecha Shiva!
Turn him into a backpack.
No, the one on the front.
Papoose.
I mean, I have enough rope and chain to make that happen.
Just chain him to Leland.
Uh,
So no,
we
you
can,
guys.
yeah, let's just go with it.
It's also raining, so these should be a disadvantage. But I'm not gonna fuck you guys that hard. But you guys make it up. It's a few hours of climbing, so at some point you probably stop and have a break, eat some food. Give me who's leading the way? Who's going up first? I'm assuming it's Leland with a rope attached to him.
Probably.
I guess Leland, give me a perception check. Yeah. Leland, up ahead, you see, God damn it, Leland. Give me knowledge arcana.
Untrained.
Yeah, I guess so. No. Leland, you see...
Is that
Fuck, man, what
by
am I...
5 or more?
I don't even... No, it's not that bad.
Because if
You
it's
see...
by 5 or more, then it's very much the wrong information.
No, it's not quite that bad. But you see a couple... In fact, you almost made it? No, I'll give it to you, actually, because these are... Yeah. You see what you would know to be kobolds up a ways from you.
Oh, Lord.
They don't seem to notice you.
I don't know much about kobolds. So
They're
I'm
like
just gonna...
they're little lizard people.
I mean, I know
basically.
they're little lizard people, but
Yeah.
Leland doesn't know much about kobolds. He just knows, apparently, that they are kobolds.
Yeah, you know.
So just yelled back. How far behind are people? Like
Probably
one
not that
I
far.
shelf?
I rolled pretty good on that, so I'm probably right behind you.
Then I guess I'll turn back to Aubrey and go. I see some of those kobolds
Kebab.
Kebabs.
kebabs.
You
Top
boy.
of head.
I mean, Radis is in a fucking baby Bjorn, so he's not far away.
Can I make a perception once I get up with Leland?
Sure, I mean, Leland can point him out.
Yeah, I mean, I see some kebabs over there. I point.
Yeah, he's pointing
What are they
in
doing?
an upward fashion. As you look, it seems like they're lookouts of some sort, but they haven't noticed you yet.
Are they like are we not like nearly vertical?
Nearly, yeah.
Or how are they? Are they like on the side of the mountain or something?
Basically, yeah.
That's weird. I guess I'll motion down to everyone else and meet back down with them. Let them know that there's enemies up there. Kobolds. How high are they?
There's maybe 50 feet between you and them.
How high are they from a standing surface?
If only there was a standing surface where you were.
Like hundreds of feet?
What?
Could
How
rifles
far
pick them
above
off?
are they?
Probably.
If only there was a place where you could safely take aim.
If only there was a spot where we could stop.
You guys
And
can stop at any
stand.
point. You can't stand, no.
Right. Exactly. So
But
I
if
guess we just keep going.
if you boys want to try to get footing
Yeah.
and take a wild shot at them, it's not out of the question.
They'll probably just.
So what are the odds that I can just stick my sword into the rock face
I
somewhere?
mean, you could probably find good footing and have your hands free. I don't know if you've ever
How many
rock
were there?
climbed, but it looks
Two.
like there's 2. Yeah.
They look like lookouts. So there may be more. We need to take them out as quietly, as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Which a bullet, assumably, would do.
No.
Leland,
Not
give me a
quiet-
stealth
not
check.
Quietly, I suppose.
Leland stealth?
Yeah,
Oh,
Leland
dear.
stealth.
Hey, not terrible.
Terrible.
Better than expected. I'm sneaking.
Not as good as it needed to be.
So, the two little guys seem to notice you. What's this? Oh, is this stealth? Everybody's
Yeah,
stealthing?
stealth.
We're further down, aren't we? How far down? Oh, 50 feet?
Yeah, you're about 50 feet down.
We're sneaking.
I guess I'll roll another stealth since everyone's doing it. Feel obligated.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. Francis is playing his instrument.
Alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, Francis can sing. No, that's okay. You guys can go ahead and roll initiative now if you want.
His tambourine's just banging against the rocks.
You guys don't have icons on this map? Deal with it. I'll keep track of initiative then.
Imagination.
Could
Nice.
we do?
Oh, Sable's not last.
Might be first.
I'm not first.
Alright. Jesus. Oh, and our boys up here, huh? What do they have? I hate trying to look for her. There it is. It's always not much. Six. Thomas, change your character so I know stuff. You got me all fucked
Which
up.
Thomas?
The one with the dead character.
Oof.
Gotta make your character like the alchemist gunslinger from History and Odyssey.
And I need
Keep the theme.
England. Okay, so yes, Sable's certainly first.
You didn't even need to cheat.
Alright. How far apart do the kobolds look?
Oh, they're probably 10 feet apart.
Okay, that's perfect. Wait a second here.
You are probably somewhere between 60, 70 feet away from them.
Alright, I'm going to climb up.
Give me a climb check. No, you don't seem to be able to actually get up. You feel like the only other paths would likely lead you falling.
Am I 60 or 70 feet?
High or low?
Go high.
70.
70.
Oh. Then I'm gonna try and climb again.
Alright, so you're going to use both your move actions to try to get it. Yeah, you
Yep.
can move half your speed up,
Alright, so now I'm 50 feet away.
about 55.
Yeah, 55.
Okay. Radis.
How far away are they again?
From you, about 70 feet.
Cool. I'm taking a shot.
Alright, let's see it. It will be at disadvantage because you're trying to shoot up and not
Okay.
fall. Unless you're
Okay.
actually going to be Baby Bjorn to the Leland.
Fucking tank.
Oof. Yeah, that'll hit.
Does 20 hit touch?
Does that
Yes, it does. They're
does that threaten at a 19?
No.
Oh.
No, you said at disadvantage.
Oh, right. Yeah, 20 will hit touch.
Cool.
I almost forgot I had him at disadvantage. So you're not Baby Bjorn to Leland.
Nope.
Okay.
No, because then if I fall, 2 people die.
Oof.
It's kind
Yeah, no. Jesus Christ. One of them looks very hurt before disappearing over the ledge. He had fucking cover, too. That just...
I'm not
Ugh.
done. I'm not done.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not done.
continuing?
That was only the first attack.
Alright. I know you're using a musket or a...
I have rapid
Rifle.
reload. I don't give a
Oh,
shit.
God. Alright.
You,
It's a move action, isn't it?
You
It's a
gave him
single
his
shot
first fire.
rifle.
Is it a... Wait, what kind
Right.
It's a rifle.
of... Rifle, yeah.
Wait
Alright.
a minute.
It's a single shot rifle, and with rapid reload, it's a free action to reload.
With metal cartridges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rifles only use metal cartridges.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can't use other ammos.
He's shooting money at them. So... Alright, let's see this other boy. Still at disadvantage. Yeah, it's still got it. Jesus Christ. You'd have to roll a 2 or lower in order to not hit them.
Hold up. Hold up.
Rapid shot.
I'm not done.
Well, no, that's fine. Because this one's already no longer visible either. Except this one actually falls forward and off the cliff.
Oh.
I wasn't actually expecting you guys to be able to hit these guys. But I forget gunslingers exist.
Time to adjust everything.
I don't adjust things for you guys. What are you talking about?
There's
Still
really not
recharging
much
every
to
turn.
adjust. He's hyper specialized.
I was gonna try and kill them both with one shot, but
Radis looks to the group after the gun smoke finally dissipates from his rifle, and he gives him a nod.
Sable gives him a thumbs up and actually looks to be in a much better mood.
I thought for sure these guys were going to get to shoot down on you, but...
Tells you, now I might not be much good for climbing, but I'm pretty good for shooting.
Even at disadvantage.
There's probably more up there. We need to
These attack
at least try.
rolls.
Million decks. Okay,
It was me, million decks.
right. So you guys get up there and find that these two kobolds were in the mouth of a cave. I should have found better music for this area. But this is what we got.
I can't see shit.
Where's the
Just
cave?
very, very horizontal. We're in the top right.
Okay.
How do I move you fucks? Not
This
like
is-
this.
Ooh,
the
it's so
wide map
huge.
of.
I can't control Radis.
This fucking
Can't?
5 GB map.
You should be able to control this boy.
Nope.
Radis. How about now?
Yep, got him.
Alright. Let me check this. Make sure I'm not...
Okay.
Yeah, we're good there.
Good old dun-
Do I not have a better one for this? I got to. I don't. Is this the one I was gonna use? Yeah, fuck it. This is what we'll use. Maybe. Man, where is my good stuff? Is this it? Oh. Fuck it. Alright. So there you be. In the darkness. Mal.
With a cat.
I've got torches. Anyone want to cast light?
I can
Can we
dance in
perception
lights.
first? Audible perception to see if might hear anything in the cave.
Sure. Audible it up.
Is that like a like -2 or something like that?
It's just a perception.
It's just a regular perception.
You hear very distantly gurgling of some sort.
That's foreboding.
Gonna
Light
make
him
a-
up.
Sable calls out, "I'm sneaking!"
So, did somebody cast light?
Sable is
One of
light.
magic boys.
Okay.
Sable's glowing like a torch.
Okay.
I don't know if Ella's talking at all because Zeta is moving and we hear no noise.
Probably locally muted and doesn't realize. But this
No,
place,
I'm here.
this place does have inside this cave. It's very rough inside the cave. The walls are very rough, but there are protrusions of a very familiar crystal, which does amplify light.
Excuse me now, Miss Dragon. Would this happen to be the location that you were speaking of?
Uh, Ebony is at the mouth of the cave at this point, kind of poking her head in. Uh, she says that this is the rough area. She's not scared or anything, but this is probably the lair.
Sable's going to open up her backpack and offer it as a place for Ebony to hide in.
Sure.
You mean
Ebony's
keep it
gonna,
to run.
yeah, Ebony's gonna lift up and then kind of swoop in, get situated.
How much gold in here?
Rodis.
This isn't a bilge.
Rodis states that that was downright adorable.
She's a little monster.
No, something like that can't be a monster. She's a right. Oh shit, what's the word I'm looking for? She's a perfect lady, that one right there.
I guess so.
We should probably keep moving, keep it down. We don't know what's in here. And if Ebony's afraid, then, well, we should be careful.
Well, big man, you go lead the way.
Okay.
Hold on. Ebony, what are you scared of?
She says, "I'm not scared."
Ebony, what do you think might be in this cave?
Leland, quit moving.
You can't stop me.
Wait, Leland, please. Ebony, what do you think might be in this cave?
She says she's not sure. Could be another dragon in this cave.
Could be?
Perhaps you should fly ahead and see.
Oh, now don't go putting the little girl in danger like that. We're capable of fighting. We should be the ones scouting ahead.
Well, she's tiny. She has dark vision. Pretty sneaky, I would say.
Yeah, but do you want to be responsible for the death of a child if something were to happen to her?
She is a monster. I mean,
Now,
regardless of age,
we
right?
guys. You've been all day. You've been harping on me about a plan, and right now, us blundering into a cave of potential danger doesn't sound like much of a plan.
No, it's certainly not. Now, excuse me, ma'am, and Rodis gets his voice real low. Tell me, would any of that fancy magic of yours enable you to possibly disappear from the mortal eye?
Now that's the universe brain thinking that I'm looking for. Desna be praised.
Now, see, my line of thinking is this. If this young miss can go in there completely undetected, then she can scout ahead for us and report any signs of trouble for us so that we can lead in the way.
Unnecessary. Radis, I'm 100 feet ahead of you. If you guys would mind just holding on just a few minutes. Well, several minutes, if you will.
Well, she seems to have her head on straight, so I don't see why we shouldn't listen to her.
I could use a snack.
This is... Now, I'm having faith in you guys here that plans work. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna go for a plan. Zeta's gonna begin casting a spell.
And shot in the head.
And she pulls out a little bit of bat fur from one of her pouches.
Does a 34 hit Zeta's touch AC?
Stop
Oh, no.
this.
Yeah.
I'm
Dead.
joking.
I was gonna say
He throws a rock.
you may not wanna do this. Because I have immediate actions too.
But no, he's not. He's not.
Okay. I was
He
ready.
just wants it so bad.
He wants it so bad. So I'm gonna cast a spell for 10 minutes.
Mm. It's a long time.
A long time to cast a spell. And we're gonna sit down on the ground and we're gonna concentrate. And a little bit of bat fur is going to float up into the air and become the shape of an eyeball before turning invisible. Zeta's going to close her eyes, and the invisible eyeball is going to fly into the cave.
Alright. What is
And
this?
I'm going to use my... What?
What is this?
This is Arcane Eye. My magical invisible sensor travels at 300 feet per minute, and it can use dark vision. It sees exactly as if I were there.
Okay.
Sorry about your fog of war.
I'm not even gonna do that. I'll just let you know what you see. Turning directions. Sounds very
Just reveal the whole map.
No. I can gate. Blah blah blah. You have to concentrate to use the eye. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, you send the eye forward. You'd notice that there is a small passage, a much smaller passage that breaks off to the right, stage left, and the larger passage that continues forward.
We're gonna go down the breakaway passage.
Sure. You go about 40 feet down the breakaway passage, and it's too dark to see.
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision, the eye doesn't.
It sees
The eye
exactly as I
sees
see,
as
as if I were there. It sees exactly as you would see if you were there.
Oh. Gotcha. So it's all in black and white. But there's a long path you go down that then breaks off into a larger path that goes right and left.
We'll go left.
Alright. The larger path continues forward. You round a couple of corners before eventually coming up to a path that breaks left, and then you're looking at Leland.
Okay, we'll go back.
Alright, you go back down the path, comes to
Go to
the
the
break in the path, you go to the right. There is a large path that continues forward, as well as a smaller path that breaks off to the right. And up ahead you can see light.
we'll break to the right.
All right, you break to the right. You go down the path for a ways, and then you see very small paths that go left and right.
Mm. We'll go right.
You break off to the right. The passage is very narrow and short, for that matter. And
Would you say
eventually,
kobold size?
yeah, I would say probably about kobold size.
Cool.
And you happen upon uh, some kobolds. They're
What do they speak?
they speak Draconic,
Nice.
but you can tell that they're all talking amongst themselves.
Probably can't hear though, can you?
No, I don't think I can hear.
Yeah, visual information.
All right. We'll go back and we'll head towards the path that had light.
Okay, so you double back. You go towards the path that had light. It's probably been about 4 minutes by now. But as you get closer to the light path, it opens up. There's a long drop. Like the floor just drops out for somewhere between 60 to a couple hundred feet. You're not sure. And there is a huge lava flow that cuts through this cavern.
Awesome.
Cool.
So at this point, there's a huge chasm, essentially, that stretches left and right, and another path straight ahead.
I guess we'll go down the path.
Alright. You go down the path, and it gets a little bit darker, but eventually it opens up into a larger chamber. Inside the chamber, it is well lit, actually, because in the center of the room, you see a pile of coinage, as well as an assortment of different equipment that seems to be radiating light. On top of that, in the roof and among the walls, there are more of these geodes of some sort that seem to amplify the light. And over uh, the pile, there seem to be some dragonoids that are in some sort of squabble.
Is he just going to say aloud, found the horde
What do you mean dragonoids?
everywhere? And there seems to be
Dragonlings.
Dragon creatures of some sort.
smaller
Something scaly.
dragon creatures that are squabbling over the horde.
How big are they?
She's going to hold up her finger and she's going to go back to concentrating.
A little bigger than a horse.
Oh, they're probably drakes.
But in this larger chamber, you'd notice that there are also some large statues that you would recognize as Galatraxus, as well as a painting and a stage of some sort, like a platform.
Actors. Hate those guys. Alright, we'll go back and I guess you said at the lava flow there were 3 different paths, one straight forward and then a chasm stretching left and
Well,
right.
it's essentially like an X, because there's one that crosses the chasm, and then there's 2 other ways. Essentially, there's like a left and a right path when you're leaving the main chamber.
Alright, we'll go right.
Okay. As you head off to the right, it seems like the chasm kind of comes to a point where it kind of curves downward until it meets the lava flow. And it's around this point that the spell fizzles.
Alright, Zeta will blink and open her eyes.
So, what all did you see down there?
Well, the dragons I mentioned, and the horde,
What about the kobolds? How many were there? You saw.
several. And
Too many.
you can see that Zeta is straining to try to relay this information in a straightforward manner.
It's like three, several. Several's like three. That's a few.
Several,
Maybe four.
several, many kobolds.
Many kobolds. That's like 5+.
All right, calm down now, Mr. Bruvos. Miss Zeta, you remember the layout of this place, correct?
Yes.
All right, so here's what we should do. You take us to an area where you know there might be kobolds. Wait, we all keep nice and quiet, set up in a position, and knock them out before they even get a chance to fight back. Even if there are a few of them left, by the time we're done with our first assault, they won't have time to do any real damage to us.
Yes.
Yes. What did she say?
A plan.
You don't seem to be very fond of it. I
No.
mean, if you have any improvements to it, I'd be glad to hear.
It's a good plan.
Then why don't you like it?
I like the plan.
All right then.
Just feels like it's lacking a certain
Je ne sais quoi.
Nash.
je ne sais quoi. Feels like it's, well, no, you're absolutely right. It does have an element of surprise. I'm in.
Shh. All right now. You lead the way. Mr. Tuco over there, I'm gonna have to ask you to stay a little bit behind because you're a little louder than the rest of us.
So who's leading the way?
The
Well,
invisible
Zeta,
person.
because
Oh, no, you weren't invisible.
That was the bad hair eyeball that was invisible.
that you
Alright,
still
well.
have for another minute or two.
Somebody
No,
lead the
it's
way.
it fizzled out.
Oh.
All right, so
who's
here's
the
my
best
stealth
No,
check.
I don't.
It's not great, but it's something.
The
I have a
Dex character
plus.
does that great stuff.
I
He's a
have plus-
gunslinger.
I have a +10 in stealth.
I'm sneaking.
All right, now here's the thing.
Yeah. it's
If
not
this
gonna
goes south and they catch wind of us, Leland, you head up to the front. Zeta, I don't know what spells you have at your disposal, but try and do something that will hit a lot of them in a wide area. See if you can't thin the herd a little bit. Sable and you and I can rain down fire from far away and pick them off before they manage to get too close to Leland.
Can do.
work. I'm gonna squeeze them until they pop.
And Mr. Aubrey, I'm not exactly sure what your combat entails, but well, I'm sure you can pick off any stragglers you find, right?
I could do something. I'll take care of them. Don't worry. Given that Leland doesn't saw them all in half before we even see them.
Alright, somebody lead the way. There's a map.
Zeta at the front.
I have the great axe in my hand at the moment.
Stealth.
It it doesn't really matter at this point. Leland rolled a 3.
Yeah. Like, I'm bumping my helmet into rocks as I walk by. And it rings like a bell.
Ouch. Ouch.
Radis whispers to Zeta, "See, this is why we have backup plans."
Zeta, you're going the long way.
Oh, let's go this way.
All right.
Yeah, I guess Ida would be meeting
Yes.
everyone. She knows the layout.
All right, Zeta, give me a reflex save.
Oof. Oh, that's trap finding.
Oof.
Oof. Don't we get a passive perception and notice on magical traps?
Oof. So, Zeta falls. Zeta trips over a small wire and falls through the floor, which turns out to have been a tarp covered in dirt. Um, really wasn't expecting a 1, but a not 1 would have been good. I guess. Sure,
that
we'll
no
we'll
curse?
we'll treat it that as the perception then. If you want,
Is she dead?
let's get a
If that
reflex.
happens?
We'll get a reflex to see how
Hold
if
up.
you can get reflex for half. Something. Okay, yeah, you'll make the reflex for half. So as you're falling, you see these spikes at the bottom, and try to arrange yourself in a manner that as few spikes as possible hit you.
Given that I fall slowly,
Oh.
You fall
She falls
slowly?
yeah, I ignore the first 30 feet of any fall.
Sure. So you'll take 5 points of piercing damage as you slowly slice down these things.
Ow, ow, ow,
Oh,
ow,
no.
ow, 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 ow.
You're like, I'm not sure if this was better. But now you're at the bottom of what is essentially about a 10-foot pit.
Save, if you don't mind, Aubrey will reach in with his beard to try to grab Zeta.
It's okay, I'm very light.
I'll whip my beard forward and wrap it around her.
He whips his hair
Try
back.
to pull her
Do you
up.
have reach?
Yep, 10
He
feet.
has
10 feet of reach. All right. Let's get a strength check.
All right. Ooh,
Ooh.
that's almost a 15.
Should I,
Ooh.
try to help him with that so he doesn't get pulled in?
Ooh.
Like grab the hair on
Sure.
the back of his head and
Let's see your assist. You assisted. All right. You're able to pull Z down. She's a light girl.
I'm like 90 pounds
Alright.
soaking wet.
I'll reposition her behind me.
So,
Thank Leland. That was close.
seems this short path
This old
is
hair's not as strong as it used to be.
has a challenge here. If you guys are to make it across, you have to find some way to circumvent this pit. Somehow.
We could jump it. No.
I could throw caltrops at it.
We can,
I mean,
There
I
are
could-
other ways around.
Airwalk over and with a rope.
are there other ways around Zeta?
There are
No,
I suppose we
let's
could
be
expect-
wary of traps now, though.
kobolds and all.
Zeta keeping constant eye out for any more suspicious looking.
Maybe
Dirt
I
or
should be a
holes in the
little
wall.
closer to the front and, just hold the great axe out in front, like just off the ground, in case there are ropes or tripwires.
Good
Well,
news,
give
guys!
me-
I have trap finding.
Do you? Oh, that only benefits magical traps. Anyone can identify.
No, it
Yeah.
identifies regular traps. What's the point
It-
of trap
it
finding?
helps.
Is that
Find normal
is that
traps.
with the passive?
It helps with traps.
Yeah, it just helps.
Yeah, everybody
It,
could.
it gives you an automatic perception against them.
No,
that
you're
it? I
you're
thought it was
thinking of
just
It
dwarves.
informs you that there is one, and you have bonuses to find it.
No,
No, you have bonuses to find it.
you have bonuses
Yeah,
to
yeah.
find it, and because it would give me the bonuses like that if I was a slayer, but because it functions as the rogue-styled version, let's see, a third level of rogue
Benefits.
gains intuitive sense that
Magical
alerts danger traps, giving them a +1 bonus on reflex saves made to avoid traps and a +1 dodge bonus against
A
traps.
rogue adds half their level to perception skill checks made to locate traps and disable device skill checks. And you can use that to disarm magical traps. That's from the rogue page.
Right, magical traps.
It
Anyone
lets
can
you,
disarm
yeah.
normal traps and identify them.
No, not anyone can disarm magical traps.
No. You
Okay.
get half your level to both detecting and disarming traps, and then because you have the skill, you can mundanely disarm
Magic traps, right?
All right, so I'm scanning the
Same.
area for potential traps.
Sure.
That's a 32.
Okay. There's a pit.
Aside from that, so nothing in the area right now.
So, as we progress forward,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
way.
go with Zeta. She definitely needs to lead then.
So Radis is scanning for traps, but Zeta is
Guiding.
I am also scanning for
front.
traps.
Doesn't someone have the light skill or light spell on?
Sable.
If so, then we shouldn't have any problems finding said traps.
the traps aren't exactly. It's not like the thought behind the trap is like, oh, it's dark. They'll never see it in the dark. No need obscuring this trap, guys. It's dark here.
Paint it black.
All right,
I'm
Radis. I'm gonna give it to you from your earlier check. Ah, shit. That's not what I wanted to do.
the 32s.
Yeah, the 32.
It's fine.
They both rolled a 32 at some point.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, here we go. I didn't realize this was broken this whole time. Gotta refresh this. Jesus. Anyway, you notice a small wire going across the bottom. You gonna disarm it?
I can.
Disable.
Let's get that disable.
I'll do it.
Disable it.
What's your plus?
Yeah, one of you is gonna be
Okay,
disabling.
Yeah, you can do it.
Because I have, let's see,
Because not disabling it does not work out.
I have a plus 11.
Oh, well then I'll assist, I guess.
Oof.
17, not bad. It's just a tripwire.
Oof. Wait a minute, which one of you was disabling?
Me?
Okay, so what's Zeta rolling for?
Assist.
Assist.
Oh, an assist. Okay. What's your ranks in disable, Zeta?
5?
Okay, so +2 then. So 19. Ah, oof. Not quite. I don't think quite. Let me double check.
Alternatively, I could just say I take 10 on it. It would take a while, but I definitely get it at that point.
It's too late to take 10.
Yep.
You roll the
you
die.
guys
Yeah,
have rolled.
once you roll, you can't backtrack.
All right. Does a 19 hit your flat-footed?
I wouldn't say it's flat-footed for me, but it would hit out anyway.
Okay.
Because
Wait, did it fail by 4 or less?
Is that how that's supposed to work?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it fails by 4 or less, you can try again.
Oh no, then yeah, you could try again.
All right, I'll take. Let's see, what I rolled last time.
You rolled a six, plus 11.
I'm taking 10.
Okay. If you take 10, yeah, you're able to snip the wire without actually triggering it.
Good job,
Right.
Radis. Very cool.
Radis looks back to the party and gives him a grin. Says, "See, old Bones is still good for something after all."
Just wiggled your gun on the lock. No, wait, you don't have a revolver. I just can't unpicture you with a revolver.
Considering we have very sharp blades, couldn't we just like walk forward with the +1 returning garbage?
Radis is
Using
gonna stop everyone and point over to the wall to the left of us.
Stage right. Yeah, you'd see the small holes in the wall, which you'd imagine was where darts would shoot out.
They all keep an eye out. There are lots of things like this likely to be around. That wouldn't want anyone becoming a pincushion around here. All right, Miss Monticello, lead the way. I'm right behind you.
All right, we'll go ahead and just keep moving along.
Walking and checking and walking and checking.
Walking and checking.
How long would you say a large great axe is?
Maybe about, what, 8 feet? Something like that?
Boy, it does not want to give me rolls anymore.
Why, is Leland trying to bumblefuck forward ahead of everybody?
Well, I'm getting a little bit impatient. I
So
might,
steady,
you know,
Leland.
start using the axe to poke ahead a good 8 feet.
Sure. Is Leland leading the way now? Because I only really need
No.
perception checks from whoever's leading the way.
Unnecessary. Leland, you stay. You stay. Good.
All right, Miss Zeta, let's go. Perception, boys. All
Doing
right,
it. We're doing it Radis's way.
before
It's what Don would have wanted.
We're doing it. It's what Don would have wanted.
All right, now before we head up a little more, did you say there were kobolds in the area?
There are.
About how far away would you wager?
Don't know. I couldn't see the map.
There's about as far as 3 Mississippi bullfrogs can hop.
All right, folks. All right, folks. You all draw your steel and be ready. I think we might be getting a little close.
They were about 4 minutes away for an eyeball that can fly 30 feet around.
They were
Now, how
over
much-
1,000 feet away.
How much of that is hammer units would you... Now, how would you convert that to hammer units?
Well, first I would divide by pi.
My favorite part is the part where you guys are sneaking in a cave that amplifies light with a bunch of light.
Yeah, at this point, Radis is actually going to turn to Zeta and say, "Well, you know, I don't think this stealth thing has worked out very well for us."
I didn't think we were sneaking.
Considering we had I'm sneaking behind you.
Yeah, we're not sneaking.
Okay.
Someone rolled a 1.
Yeah, Francis and Leland.
Somebody rolled a 1. We're
We're
not
making a
sneaking
bunch of
anymore.
racket.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean,
Like right now, Sable's the torch.
I mean, if you guys want to stay back a little bit, you don't need to be right on top of us. But I don't know if we're really sneaking all that much anymore. Given the whole kobold trap thing.
Oh no.
It's okay, I got a 28.
So the light is happening then.
Well, I guess since everybody's standing on top of us, yeah.
All right.
I mean, no one ever said to not.
Well, maybe
Hey.
maybe don't bring the torch on top of us while we're trying to sneak through the kobold-infested cave.
I thought
We're
you
not
guys
sneaking.
just said we're not sneaking.
We're
Right.
not sneaking. It's fine.
Yeah, but I think we've given up on that.
We've given up
Consider
on
we
not
already
sneaking.
blew
We're
the first
sneaking.
trap.
We're not sneaking. We've given up on not sneaking.
It's still all well within the confines of the plan. Don't worry. Radis is gonna get to this corner
Your
and peek
best.
around the side.
You'll never fail.
It's dark.
Zeta's gonna get to this corner and peek around the side.
You see a cave that continues forward.
Oh, no, I'm so far
The
behind.
cave, it continues forward, guys.
Oh,
There are some suspicious rocks on the other side, though.
I don't like that. All right. Radis,
What's up?
my dude. The first one is you. The 24 hit you flat-footed.
Is this a trap?
No.
Yeah, it does.
The second one will also be at you. I'm at a
That
17.
one's not flat-footed, is it?
It is. You still
yes.
are unable to see the things that are doing this to you. And the last one's going to be at Zeta.
I can see it.
No.
And you didn't warn me?
I don't know. Can I not see it?
No.
31 perception check.
Your dark vision ends at 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let me make sure. Yeah. So, go ahead and roll all the damage at once. For... Oh, Radis is human. Did you just... What is it? Yeah, you said 17 hit anyway. Okay, never mind.
Awkward if Thomas have to make another new character. So.
Alright. So take 13 damage. Radis.
Radis's head is blown clean off.
13 was his total HP.
No, he was already at 0. That was his con.
Yeah. And Zeta takes 4. And now we can get initiative.
Just do your best.
Well, I'm last.
Which means you're first.
Yeah.
You don't know your last yet.
Already, Tracer.
Just gonna do all these fucks at the same time because I don't want to.
Well, then I'll be Bastion.
Was it an arrow that hit me?
Yeah, a little bitty arrows.
Radis takes the arrows and yells out, "I thought you had me covered!"
Do all these guys at the same time because I'm not re-rolling all their initiatives at once.
So Sable with a grand total of 3. So Zeta with a 73. Okay.
Accurate.
Where's my kill switch?
He's a
13.
13.
All right. Descending. And Sable's at a 3.
Right, and
That means Sable goes first.
I can't see shit,
Very
Captain.
cool.
Accurate.
I can't see shit. I guess, yeah, that's true. Is it not just a little light?
There is a little light.
I attack the darkness.
The darkness fights back.
It's only a 50% mischance to attack the darkness.
I'm gonna move up 30 feet.
The song name.
I'm shining
You'll
light
be
like
fine.
a torch.
You are shining like a torch.
Yeah.
Okay. The cave does amplify it, so you can see about as far as Zeta can see right now.
Just
Normal
her.
light in 20 feet and
So out to here.
then dim light for another 20 feet.
So 40 feet from Sable? Yeah. I'm actually
double?
pretty good at that. So, in the dim light up ahead, you can see some kobolds.
Alright, so in the dim light I can see some kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
What type of concealment would that be?
Pretty sure it's a 20% mischance.
I'll take it. How far apart are some of them?
There's a group of them that are pretty close together that you can see. About 4 of them that are bunched up within 10 feet.
Yeah, it's 20% concealment.
Alright. I am going to basically ball up my hands and shoot out a bolt of eldritch energy that's gonna fly towards that big group of them.
Alright.
All of them need to make reflex saves.
Okay. Well, they're actually pretty good at this.
Need to beat DC 18.
Two of them make it, 2 of them don't.
Alright. It's reflex for half.
Okay.
They take 27 fire damage.
Fire damage, you say?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh,
Does the fire light the area?
roll me another d6. Okay. So this is where you find out that as you channel this blazing energy into your gun amplifies the fire damage.
Cool.
So anytime you roll fire damage from that gun, I want you to add a dice.
Cool.
Because the dragon parts are amplifying it.
Nice.
A
Literally
hell of a lot better than base game
crafting system.
rules.
Yeah. I've read up a lot about dragons, and this is very tame for what dragon parts can do. Alright. I don't see anything that says these guys are immune or anything to fire damage. So 2 of these guys get mega blip blapped and just start writhing on the ground. Actually, can I undo that? I want to mark these guys as being burned up instead.
Does it smell okay?
We don't know yet. Give it time.
It's too dark to smell.
Wait,
Marinated
30?
properly.
No, these guys are dead. There's no need for them to put that icon on them. Dead. Okay. The other 2... Oh, actually, the other 2 don't quite make it either, even with making the save. So all 4 of them drop to the ground. 2 of them stop moving entirely before they even hit the ground, and like they didn't do too
Ragdoll.
hot. Yeah.
Then as a free action,
Unless they have, do they have it? No, they don't have anything that'll stop this. A couple of them would have survived if it wasn't for the extra D6, just so that you know.
then as a free action, I throw my hand back to Aubrey, Leland, Radis, and Zeta, and a sigil of darkness forms on their head. As suddenly everyone is granted concealment 20% and dark vision.
Very cool.
Dark vision for
Very
how
cool.
far?
60 feet. As
Thanks,
well
Kanye.
as
Very cool.
see invisibility.
Does Zeta's dark vision increase or just
No,
cancels?
it just overlaps. But she also gains the effects of see invisibility. I don't get this, so
That's unfortunate.
then as a swift action, I change my stance. I am no longer shedding light like a torch, but I have dirt and rocks kind of swirling around me.
Okay.
I start using up all my actions.
Alright. Radis.
Radis recovers from the 2 arrows that he took, and as he starts moving up, he calls out to the party, "I'm moving up! Leland, get in there! Zeta, crowd control! Francis, on support! Aubrey, I don't know what you do!"
I was waiting for it.
Wait, shit, no. I gotta step back. I misread something entirely.
Oh?
I can't give you the glyph.
Rip.
Oh.
No dark vision.
So I'm still gonna be shedding light like a torch.
Yeah, it's still low light vision up there.
No, I could use my swift action, but since I can't give the glyph, I'm not gonna drop my torch.
Okay, yeah. So keep on
So-
glowing.
Yeah, so still glowing, just didn't do the last 2 actions. For some dyslexia, changed move action to free action.
Gotcha.
Alright, Radis will move up, using this as some cover. Do I
Perfect.
see anything from here?
No, you're not able to see anything from there. You can sort of see the 2 crispy kobold bodies.
Alright, let's see. Got it. What's their size category?
Kobolds?
Small.
Small.
How much is it for, let's see, let's... 1 second. Sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Radis is gonna call out into the cave for the kobolds to come out with their hands up, and this won't have to get dirty. It doesn't really matter if they can understand him or not. It sounds scary as shit. It sounds like the voice of authority. That's an intimidate check.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Alright. Aubrey.
What's
So
up?
I need to, since this is actually relevant right now, how many of our weapons are glowing like torches?
How much? That's something you probably should have decided when you had it enchanted.
I mean, it didn't come up.
since it didn't come up, I think it's safe to assume that they don't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably not. Probably none of them.
Anyway, Aubrey, I'm gonna swift action, swift into Kieran style, and I will double move forward, I suppose.
Sure.
Next.
Do you have any
round
like
will be-
form of light on you?
How far does Sable's light reach?
About as far as you can see. But the low light goes a little further than that.
I'll stick to the
Low
wall.
light would be a full 20 feet beyond that.
I'm still looking out for traps, though. Not gonna pull Zeta here.
Pull a Zeta.
That's about as far as I get. I think. Make sure.
A torch is
Is
20
that too
feet
much?
of normal light.
And then 20 feet of low light after that.
Uh-huh.
So it'd be 40 feet of normal light and
I guess 20 of low light after that.
yeah, since we're in a cave that amplifies light.
It's about time and a half. But
Yeah.
so you're moving up and doing what?
That'll be it.
All right. Leland.
I'm just gonna move.
Just double move up to Aubrey.
Yep.
Kill switch.
Kill switch. We pulling out that banner?
Does it ever go away?
Never. And inspire courage.
Any particular song we're singing?
Aubrey, you're 5 foot out of hearing. That's a good question. I know. Wind Wizard in the Crystal Cave.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
All right. The boys.
Just hanging out with the boys.
What's the range on this? Not this. Oh, plenty long. Let me check my boy here. Not this boy there, but this boy here. Yep. Alright. Sable.
Yeah.
You see two small streaks of force ring out at you and slam into you. You take 9 points of damage.
That magic missile.
It is magic missile.
I'm sorry, is that magic missile?
Can't see the user though.
I can see Sable. She's glowing.
No.
Are they
Rabbits can't.
within the dim light range?
Attack roll.
No. It seems like kobolds are somewhat intelligent about fighting creatures that can't see in the dark.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that, so 9 damage.
Yep.
Ow.
Zeta.
Alright, we'll go ahead and move. Well, Sable's glowing, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll go away from the glowing.
Naruto run around. That's how I picture Zeta moving, usually.
The what?
I always picture Zeta, Naruto running around.
Naruto running.
Sure.
Yeah.
Zeta, you can see up ahead a small kobold, which,
I can't see shit.
yeah, I'm aware. Hold on. Because of the angles, you guys have to be weird.
Here, I can move over here instead. So that probably doesn't help much with the angle.
You can see the kobold up ahead that missiled Sable.
Oh, cool. I know this trick. I'll magic missile the darkness.
Now you're getting it.
Magic missile him right back.
The darkness magic missiles back.
So that's gonna be, let's 2, 3, 5 missiles? 5 missiles. So we'll do 2 on the wizard, 2 on this guy.
Well, those guys are
To
down.
execute.
Oh, they're knocked down?
Yeah, they're
unconscious.
down and unmoving.
Oh.
The other 2 are crispy.
Oh, well, that's.
And my blast would have hit right there.
Alright, so 5 on this one.
Tripped.
No, I think it's gonna be dead.
Oof.
The missiles seem to stop short.
Oof.
Why are they stopping short?
They all streak out towards it and then dissipate.
At least one of us has something to counteract magic missiles. They must as well.
And it's invisible?
Yep.
Or.
You don't see anything that stopped the magic missiles.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Give me a spellcraft.
Against what? I can't see it.
Well, no, just a general spellcraft to see if you know anything that might stop it.
I know what might stop it. I also know that that's not invisible.
Well, off that arcane, you would know that the spell Shield creates an invisible shield of force that negates magic missiles attack directed at you.
Yeah.
Sable.
Alright. Just too short. Who doesn't want a buff?
Probably kill switch.
I mean, Define doesn't want.
Yeah, kill switch, I'm gonna leave you out of this.
It's combat. I'm staying out of melee.
Always
Yeah.
the buffer, never the buffed.
Oh.
Okay, now everyone gets a glyph formed on a sigil formed onto their heads, and they are able to see in the darkness as well.
And
as
see invisibility.
now see that invisible disc that guy has.
Yeah. Invisible
Cool.
disc and the invisible armor.
Oh yes, major armor as well.
Does shield work
That's
against
cool.
bullets?
It's a
it's-
force effect.
It provides an AC bonus.
Gonna
I never
move up here.
It's a shield bonus.
I never thought of it just being invisible armor.
So
And as a swift action, I change my stance. The light is now gone, and I have dirt and rocks floating around me.
The light is gone?
Yes, I am no longer shedding light like a torch,
We all have dark vision now.
except for
Yeah.
Francis.
he's bumbling around in the dark like an idiot.
And backstabbed.
Oh.
Because it's easy.
Because it's easy.
It does a lot of damage.
Yeah, you would actually be getting +5 on that.
Unless he backstabs us. He sacrifices to his
Oh
motives.
no.
Yeah, sorry, Francis.
Now I'll get
I'm
Dawn
with
back.
You in the dark.
Literally.
My turn? Or still you?
No, I'm done.
Alright. Radis is gonna tell you guys he's moving up again. He's gonna move up, and I can see that mage now, cause I got that dark vision.
Darkest vision.
Prepare yourself. Wait a second, I have this written down. What the fuck am I doing? Does the 24 hit its touch?
It does.
Excellent.
Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure it actually does, because almost all of its AC is force. What'd you say? 24? No.
What? It's
Got him.
touch?
Wait. No, natural armor doesn't apply. Yeah, it hits. I have to add this shit manually.
14 damage.
Alright.
That's it. Aubrey, I don't know what you do.
I gotta refine it.
5 foot step and charge, can you?
No.
Aubrey is going to. How far is? Oh man, that's exactly 30 feet. Aubrey's gonna move up to him. He's just gonna walk right into his space.
Alright, as soon as you walk around the corner,
Oh no.
you're gonna activate 3 readied actions. And by that I mean 5 readied actions.
How could Sable not see those?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Dark vision.
Do you want
Yeah.
Sable to trigger the readied actions?
I mean, I don't believe we wouldn't know those are there if Sable's been up here the whole time.
Also, he does have a point. He did have dark vision. Like, he
Did
should have
shed
stopped and told
light.
him about the other guys or something. Like,
They're specifically hiding behind the corner, waiting for somebody to come around the corner.
Right. You'd probably be here instead of there.
Yeah, sure. If you want, you can be there instead.
Yes. Were they like stealthed?
Of course.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
I'd like to remind you of the I'm sneaking, as well as the gunshots.
yes.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure you guys are aware that you shot guns at the cave entrance.
I didn't buff myself. That's not
And-
good.
And you're not following the plan.
What? And we are. I
You were
think.
supposed to deal with stragglers. Pick them off on the back. Leland was supposed to get in there first.
Well, this
So the first guy
looks like the straggler.
comes at you, and where is... It's going to be this much. So 19 hits your... I guess it would be flat-footed?
16, 17. Ooh. Maybe not. Let me get the crab.
Yeah, let's see Snips get in there.
Nope.
Doesn't hit.
It does not hit.
Alright. And then another one. Same shit. Let's see Crab get in there. I know he's got more attacks.
Yep, he has 2.
Crab screaming,
Ooh, got
"Fuck
me.
you!"
Oh man. Ober, you're human. No wait, never mind. Not these guys. Plus... Oh, plus just that much. Okay. Oh. 8 piercing.
Damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, 8 slashing damage.
I take it.
And then this boy walks up, does the same. Oof.
Oh no!
Does he pass through attack of opportunity
Oof.
range?
This is ready to action.
Yeah. His actions go off.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
he
gets me.
still has to approach.
Yeah, he still approaches.
Well, they're all approaching
Even if it was
simultaneously.
his turn. Even if it was his turn, I would get the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he
This
definitely had to pass
these
through.
two-
Sure, you can make an attack of opportunity. It's not gonna stop what's coming.
Unless there's
Good.
the free grapple.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. No song or anything going on.
There's a song,
Song's
but it's too
going
far
on.
away.
But you were out of range.
Right.
But
Wait. Francis was singing for that last attack I did?
Yeah, are you in range?
yeah,
Yeah.
So it should have been 5 more damage.
Yeah.
Did any of your attacks miss?
No.
He only made 1 attack. Yeah, that'll hit.
Got it. All right. That was gonna be.
Now let's see your CMD, so that both of you can have the grapple condition.
I don't get it whenever I do this.
Because it's a reach grapple with.
It's just because it's my hair, separate from my person. I don't think I have anything else on that. I'll take it. Free action grapple. There's gonna be a lot more.
Just hold them in the air 10 feet away.
Can't do that, unfortunately.
Yawning kitty.
Do I get him?
'Cause
Oof.
that's the move that triggers the
Mm.
attack of opportunity, and attack of opportunity resolves first.
Yeah, but you can't grapple at range. If you grapple something, you have to pull it into the nearest open space.
Even with
Yeah, even if you have something
Not
that grapples at
quite.
range.
These
What? Not
kobolds are a bit stronger than you would expect. And you're not able to actually grapple him.
quite. All right.
But does a 20 hit you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can the crabs stop it?
No, you tried.
Alright.
No, I'm sorry. That would make him.
I'm gonna try and stop it.
You're gonna try to stop the crit?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
You have ways to stop crits?
I have ways to counter them.
Curious?
Nope. One short.
Oh, you were gonna actually you can counterattack
wait, hold on,
ranged?
what's that have to beat?
Has to beat a 28.
Why a 28?
Because that's what the original roll was.
Yeah.
Not the confirm?
No.
I tried, Aubrey.
Hold up.
I'll get.
Hold up.
Or Aubrey's
Hold up
surprising
now.
party.
Wait, were you trying to beat the hit itself or just the crit confirm?
I was
You're
trying
trying to
to
beat-
beat the hit itself.
Right.
Ah.
She's trying to negate the attack.
Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to shoot the weapon back before it hits him.
Hold up now. Excuse me, Toast. I'm gonna have to ask you to move.
And you
It's
do
not my
that?
turn yet.
As a show of good faith around here, I would like to rescue my good friend Aubrey by burning a hero point to act out of turn.
Alright.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's worth it. I'm not really. This isn't gonna
Oh,
kill me or anything.
I would not. It would not behoove me to allow my new compatriots to be injured in any way. So
You're
if
giving-
you'll excuse me,
You're giving them a hero point, though.
If they're alive to use it.
I
Sure.
am
I mean, you're
going to
giving anyone a
utilize.
hero point.
I'm going to utilize a grit point and use dead shot.
This is a very... a lot of stuff going on. Go ahead.
So, There's a
Oh,
there's a 20 hit its touch.
It does.
All right.
Right. Close that tab. I
There's a
don't need that
28 hit its touch.
Almost certainly. Where is my... just had it. Right, 20 hits his touch? Oh yeah. He doesn't have any
Oh wait,
magic.
that last one was an accident. That's not part of it. Okay, so
So you're gonna shoot him twice.
nope,
3 times.
once.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So that's what? 3d12 plus 7?
7 plus 5.
yeah.
3d12
Let's see it.
plus 12.
Wait, are you still in range?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I have a huge range.
Oh, of
No, I
the
mean
of the
range
Francis.
buff.
All right, roll
Right.
damage.
1 second.
You're not.
Okay.
Ah, just barely. So just the +7. Let's see it. $23. Yeah. No, that's enough to stop this boy in his tracks.
Cool. Unconscious.
But
That's what
the
I
other two. This one's not going to have the movement to get there, I think. Nope. Didn't they have something else?
If he tramples his unconscious friend. Oh, probably not.
Can only get to there. But that's okay. So one of them. These
Wait,
fucking 19s.
Wait, what's going on right now? They
The-
all had reactions?
Yeah.
Yes.
All 5.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that hits.
19.
Grab it.
This, oh, no, he only gets 2.
It's okay. These guys don't hit super hard anyway. But 4 slashing damage.
Fine.
And the other guy. Where is his, Here we go. The other guy shoots a tiny bow at you. Wow.
Oh my god, what? Why? Still, it's fine.
It's
Tiny
not.
bow.
Yeah, it doesn't confirm anyway. Does 1 damage.
Teeny tiny bow.
Yeah, they're teeny tiny bows. Alright,
Can
Aubrey.
I continue
You
my
can
turn
finish
now?
your turn now if you would like.
Okay. Can I continue moving, or do they stop my movement?
Oh, you can continue moving if you want.
All right.
Remember, you're
You
gonna
are
survive.
surrounded now.
I'm gonna spend a hero point and act out of turn.
I'm never gonna get a turn, am I?
It's my turn. And
Are you gonna burn it, Zeta?
No, I feel like these guys have it pretty well covered.
Okay.
I think
What you
it's fine.
doing?
Oh god. See, I keep thinking it's the beginning of my turn, so I'm like, I'm gonna 5-foot step
No, you've
back.
already started moving.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to help.
And
You can continue moving or not continue moving.
I'm gonna just go ahead and attack the one.
Alright, let's
to the
see it.
left.
Hey, you did help. You saved him from an actual crit.
Oh yeah, 24 will hit.
Rough damage. And free action grapple.
Yep.
No,
Hey, man.
13.
Grapple it. Let's see it. Let's see the grapple. If only Francis was far enough up to be helpful.
Nope.
No, that's not
Fine.
gonna get it.
And I will swift action to identify the one.
Do it.
What is it?
It's Kobold.
What is the check?
What do you mean,
Which
what's
one?
the check? Oh, Arcane.
Go check.
I thought the 16 was the thing. I was like, it's a Kobold.
I'll tell him I got one on the first try.
Yeah, it's a Kobold.
Okay, that's good to know. And that's it.
That's the dumbest
Leland,
style I've
Meta
ever
Knight.
heard. Alright, Leland.
So I'm gonna move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna yell at Aubrey to duck or something. To pop my quick runner. Wait, is it a full round action?
Is what a full round
I
action.
don't think so.
And yeah, it's a charge attack, so it's a full round. I'm gonna pop the quick runner shirt, and I'm going to use the Great Axe of the Bull and do my 60-foot trample.
Oh, Jesus.
Reflex,
It's only 10 foot wide, but I don't think you can hit those guys
It's 15
without...
feet.
Is it 15? Yeah, it is 15 feet wide.
Am I gonna get trampled?
Yes.
That's why I said to duck.
So you're just targeting everything?
I mean, would be 7.5 feet on each side of this. So
Yeah.
it would get all of
Yeah,
them.
it's getting everything. It's reflex saves, you said?
Yeah, DC. Where is it?
Aubrey.
DC
Let's see
16
that
for
reflex.
Leland, why?
I said I gave him warning.
I'm still in it.
Alright, one of them made the save. What was the save? 16, you said?
DC 16, yes.
Yeah, one of them make it.
Nope.
Can he get like advantage or something? Because I gave
No
him
amount of
warning.
advantage is gonna save you. It's like, look out, there's a train! There's no...
Well,
I roll high enough, the train just passes through me.
Yeah. Oh,
it's okay. I rolled low.
yeah, low roll. So this guy's gonna take half of that.
I think I went this way. Tell me where I would stop, because I can't see shit. I should actually be able to see from here out to here, so I know what I'm running into.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Not like you seeing what's happening in the distance is gonna stop what's happening. But I'll give you
It
vision that
might
way
affect
anyway.
my trajectory to see whether or not I hit a wall.
Oh yeah, you hit a wall with it. You're in a cave. It's 15 feet wide. There's no... You don't charge, by the way. Just to make sure you understand this properly. It's not you charging.
Magical charge attack. As you dash from one end to the other, running among a stampede of spectral bulls.
Well, no, it's not supposed to
I
be
do
you charging. It's supposed to be the spectral
This
bolts
is-
charging.
This is exactly what you linked me. Once per day, you can make a charge attack, 60 foot long, 15 foot wide.
Oh, you
as
go.
You dash from one end to the other, running among a stampede of spectral bolts.
Wow, that's actually way cooler than I thought it was.
So I am charging 60 feet.
Yeah, you're gonna hit a wall.
I think I stopped there.
That is incredible. It's way better than I thought it was. I thought you got a 60-foot thing you could just shoot at things, but no, you go with it. I like it.
Oh my god, I was not adding my base attack bonus to my grab rolls.
Good job.
Are you? How?
I'm not retconning
Yeah,
it just because you forget things.
I added up all my miscellaneous bonuses and separate from my base attack, and I just didn't realize it.
Do you not use the BAB or your CMB on your character sheet?
I do, but I have a lot of grappling specific bonuses. I don't include those there because it's not encompassing all CMB.
Oh wait, and it's knocked
And
prone,
I
right?
just-
And knocked prone.
Yeah. So, Aubrey, not only do you take this 9 damage, but get knocked prone with all your prone buddies.
Oh no.
So which
can-
one did not get knocked prone?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Also, this guy was in range.
Oh, I'm aware. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Actually, this
I-
guy doesn't get knocked prone.
I think this was my line.
Alright. Finally.
He was in range as well.
Oh, I'm aware. Oh yeah, he's supposed to be prone. I see what you're saying. I assigned damage to everything, but I had to go through it all. Alright, kill switch.
So meow.
So you
starting-
guys see Leland do his, you know, he pulls the axe across, points it forward, and then is accompanied by, it's supposed to be spectral minotaurs also, but a bunch of spectral minotaurs and Leland charge through the area. There's loud mooing.
Excellent. Kill switch is also gonna do some loud moving, and maintain inspire courage and double move.
Okay,
Come stand up next to everyone.
you did it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Kobolds. So all the kobolds near Aubrey are going to try to stand up.
Well, they already moved.
Oh, that's right. All of these guys
Yeah,
have a
they
different
had
initiative
ready-
now. That sucks.
The-
Alright. I'm going to have to add their own initiative then. They moved right after Aubrey, or actually right before Aubrey, right?
Correct. 21.
Alright. Now, Big Wizard stands up. The Lizard Wizard, that is.
Lizard!
And he ducks. He full runs.
Well,
It's
he
bad
spent a move action to stand up.
Oh, that's true. So you can only actually move one extra action. Hold on, I gotta measure this out
which
then.
means he's gonna be.
He gets to about there. Hold on, because I think that's fine. He doesn't get that far. Alright. Oh, you know what? Hold on, because he can't actually get past Leland, so that's a stupid idea. So instead, he's gonna point to Leland and cast a spell.
Oh no. My one weakness.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter. I'll say it louder for the guys in the back. He points to Leland and casts a spell.
Ha! Ah! 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 Ah!
And all of his cover
There we
has fallen prone.
Does a 34 hit touch?
Yeah, 34 hits touch.
Is Francis in range?
He is.
Yes,
Oh, no.
he's right. He's in your ear.
Don't shoot me.
Alright. Well, he spent all that time standing up. He's no longer standing up. Little did he know there's a fucking spazoid over there that can't handle magic users existing.
Hey, you know what?
Which is shoots.
I got a grip point.
It's like, what's that? Casters existing? Who do they think they are?
Yeah, I did. It was a kill.
No.
We'll count the knock.
Okay.
We take those.
Yeah. We count those. No. Zeta. There's a bunch of down boys near Aubrey. And one not down boy.
How can you tell?
They're prone.
Yeah, but how can you tell
How can you tell what?
which ones are prone and which aren't?
One of them's not prone.
This one is not prone. These ones
He just
are.
looks like he's facing south. Alright, I'll pull out a scroll of
Zeta's
magic
now
missile,
facing south.
and I'll cast magic missile.
Alright, which one?
2, 3, 4.
Okay, so roll me the d4s.
twos.
The twos. You're doing 4d4?
There's
Alright.
4 kobolds to hit, right?
I know, but
Each.
don't you have your old Rado?
Oh no, this is a scroll.
Oh, it's a scroll.
So it's 4, including the wand, but it's a lower level scroll.
Gotcha. Oh, topple them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have to
there's
save
only-
against it, or is it
There's only one that's not standing.
That's
so-
true. And we don't have anybody who synergizes with people falling near them anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
17's
he's
not
not
going to
good.
do it.
But most of us synergize with them being on the ground. Actually, no. 2 of us synergize with them being on the ground.
Yeah, we got another ranged boy, so that's another person that doesn't synergize with them being on the ground.
Sable.
Alright, Sables just walks up, flicks out her gun.
What's his CMD?
Pull it up real
Him?
quick. Is this the wrong guy? No, it's not. His CMD's 21.
Okay.
Oh no, lightning bolts.
Yep.
We're going to loose forth a torrent of acid.
Ooh, acid, you
I
say?
need reflex saves on all these guys. Well, except unconscious dude.
Yeah, he just fails at that thing, but sure. 4, and it's only
You pull
3d20.
Ebony out of the sack and squeeze her.
Right? Alright, 1 super fails. It's gonna be the far left guy. And then one of them makes it, I assume? And
Yeah,
what's
one
the
makes it.
what's the DC?
DC 17.
Yeah, middle guy doesn't make it either.
Uh,
So left 2 is gonna get it. See the damage?
It's the only guy who successfully stayed upright.
so guy who made it takes half. Which one made it?
The first guy to you,
Alright,
closest
damn.
boy. He takes half, and then the rest of them. The far left guy takes double
Ooh,
and is destroyed.
melted.
Melted. Yeah, there's nothing he could do. And then this guy takes regular amounts and is still conscious. Right?
Well,
Yes.
That's okay. Everyone who's coded now has to make another reflex save because all of their items are covered in grease.
Grease?
Grease.
Oof, greasy acid.
I created acid, earth. The acid spray also creates greasy, oily slick, causing creatures who fail their reflex saves to drop their items and are holding.
Oh, only
drop
one of them
their
then.
items as they're holding, as if they're affected by the grease spell.
Okay. So yeah. This other guy also, the guy who's prone currently, drops his longsword.
Thought they were holding spears.
No, that's just how the image looks. But the guy closest to you made his reflex save earlier, so no
Yeah.
really there. Radis.
I see 2 awake boys.
Yep.
Click clack. It's 33 hit. This
Yeah,
one?
that'll hit.
Why do I even ask?
33. Ooh, oh, that's damage. Never mind.
Is he still standing?
He is. That guy's been the luckiest. He's made every fucking reflex save.
I noticed.
Yeah.
This. He was aiming at this one, not this one.
Left or right?
Left.
Oh, left? Oh, well, no, that's different then. Hold on now. I gotta undo his damage and refigure him out. He's at this much. Left boy has been less lucky and no, is destroyed.
Alright, the next one on the
Right,
right gets hit for
destroyed
21
or-
damage.
No, he's just unconscious. The one on the right gets 21 damage?
Because he rolled a not 1.
also unconscious. So you just down two boys in 2
And
shots.
there's one more.
Yep, there's one boy over there by Aubrey.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay.
We
Can
take
you
those.
see him,
This
though?
one does have a little bit of cover on you.
We take those. We take those.
No. Wait. Yeah, no.
Touch
Nope. He's both prone and has cover.
him prone.
Yeah, prone.
Stampede.
Yeah, the Stampede proned him. Which gives
Okay.
him a +4 against ranged attacks, and then his cover
All right,
gives
guys,
him...
I'm filled up on grit points.
Yep. And now, my one down boy. He throws his longsword and starts speaking in Draconic.
Is he
Sable's
casting
going
a spell?
What's he
Sable's
saying?
Gonna,
Sable.
Sable.
is going to kind of poke her backpack and go, "Hey, Ebony, what's he saying?"
So Ebony's little head kind of pokes up from the flap over Sable's shoulder and lets you know that he's groveling.
Oh, groveling, is he? Why did I just turn Australian?
I might.
Groveling!
Groveling, is
beast.
Well, that's his turn.
Over.
Aubrey.
Well, I say we let him go. Maybe he's
I
groveling
second
after all.
that. May as well let him go.
Perhaps make him lead us to this horde safely.
That's a better idea.
I obviously get up before saying this. I answered back to him in Draconic.
Wait, you
Yes,
speak
sir.
Draconic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why didn't you translate for us?
I learned it over time being around Ebony.
And Dawn.
No. Why didn't... He was right in
Ebony's
front of
not
you
perfect.
groveling.
Because
Anyway,
Ebony. Yeah, I asked him if he'll lead us to this dragon's horde, avoiding any of these pesky little traps.
Sure. He is more than willing to give you what you want.
Up then.
He kind of pops up.
well, that went well, wouldn't you say?
Back's a little
And-
stiff, but not terrible.
After a few seconds after combat drops, all of you go blind.
Ah!
And he takes his opportunity and just... no.
The buff I give you only lasts for
Fucking
4 rounds.
Coup de grace
He was
Aubrey's
fine,
blind
though.
ass. No.
Oh no.
I'll
I knew I
relight-
shouldn't have drank the 4-shot.
Alright, so you guys...
ignite like a torch again.
also...
I'm gonna take some time to tie these boys up.
How many of them are still alive?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Maybe 6. I think that one might be dead.
Sable will warn that we still have a magic caster to worry about.
Oh no, he
don't
got
you worry
he got
about
shot.
Jake.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, no,
He's right there.
down. Never mind. I thought he ran away.
He dead.
Alright,
He got
as you
shot.
guys approach, it'll actually light up this area.
I may be mistaken, but that looks like magma.
Yeah, it's a dim light, but if you perch
Ghost.
the edge, you can see down. And there
Now,
is
how
a...
are we going to get across that?
I asked the Cobalt.
I'd sooner trust a dragon itself than a kobold.
If you could see
Mazina.
him do it. I guess I
Oh
would
my
trust him.
god.
Keep trying to put up this southern accent.
Sorry, cat was being a dipshit. Miss Zeta, would you happen to have any ideas for how to traverse this?
Unfortunately, not for you all.
What does the kobold say about it?
But the kobold doesn't understand common, so he just starts leading the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Follow the kobold.
Zeta will ask the kobold what kind of creatures can they expect ahead.
Uh,
In Draconic?
Yes, of course I speak Draconic. I speak 8 fucking languages.
I'm sorry. There's
He's-
no reason to be upset.
I've
Talked
told
about
you
it
guys this
a lot.
I don't know how many times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wizards,
discuss
extra
wizards.
languages out the
Wizards.
wazoo.
he says
Discuss
that
languages.
the dragon came back earlier.
Oh. Today? This sun? Some primitive terminology.
This moon, the dragon came back.
This moon day?
Moon days are the worst.
True.
He points you to the crossing, which is very narrow.
Oh, that.
And he kind of pops on.
I don't think Leland can cross that.
I don't think
Scampers across.
most of us can cross that. Can anyone, any type of magic that can
Like-
build a structure?
Let me rephrase that. I don't think the wood would hold the weight.
I do
Or
need
everyone can
acrobatics
make a-
checks.
Everyone?
Acrobatics.
Yeah, because
Save
this
or die, guys.
Nice.
yeah, Sable, you're able to traverse pretty easily.
I don't trust myself.
Does anybody have any rope?
I have rope, I have chain.
31.
Do you have animate
Oh
rope?
yeah, you make it easy.
No.
Perhaps we should let the more nimbly people go ahead and do what they're able to.
Like, Leland plus his gear is over 300 pounds. I don't think a little piece of kobold wood on top of lava.
Well,
Will
the
support
chasm, like I said, is somewhere between 60 to a couple hundred feet down before the lava gets there.
Oh, okay, so it's not directly up.
No, of course not. It's a long fall to sure
There's
death.
just like
And then-
a river right
okay.
here.
And a sudden stop.
No, it's
Alright.
not sudden.
Zeta's
It's a
gonna
gradual stop.
sit down and she's gonna jot in her spell book for a little bit.
Radis, why don't we move ahead forward and see if there's another way around?
Probably not a good idea given the dragons. Wait a moment.
We should probably wait for Miss Zeta. God damn it, my accent's all fucked up.
The little
That was
kobold,
the plan, right?
little kobold squeezes past you guys. By the way, this area, you do have to squeeze through. It is made for small creatures.
Alright, Zeta's gonna produce a drop of mercury. And she's going
And
to
drink it.
release it, and it's gonna fall, and it's gonna splash about 3 feet above the ground, forming a concave circular plane. It's about 3 feet in diameter, and she's gonna ask for Aubrey's help in binding Leland to the disc.
Binding?
That's lewd.
Bind Leland to the disc.
Guess I'll pass you the rope, and I'm gonna grab on.
Sure.
And then Zeta throws me into the chasm.
Gone. Dead. Millions dead.
Another one down.
I want to
Soon I'll be the protagonist.
I know. I have a feeling I know what you're trying to do, but I'm gonna point out that the disc. It's still
Hold
gonna.
100 pounds of weight per caster level.
Yeah, that's fine. It's still gonna exert force downward.
Sure,
All right.
but it's not going to exert any force on the planks or anything else.
I'm still not comfortable crossing that personally.
Why wouldn't it?
Okay.
Why wouldn't it exert force on the planks?
Why would it exert force on the planks?
Because it is a floating disc that holds 800 pounds.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a levitating disc. It's just frictionless.
No, it's levitating.
No, because then it would
The
be able to
disc
go
floats
higher than
approximately
3
3
feet.
feet above the ground at all times.
Okay.
So it's just gonna float on above the discs or above the planks, I guess.
This
It's
is
a,
absolutely horrifying.
If that's the case, you'd be able to pick Leland up and carry him. But that's not how it works.
how what works.
Would you be able to put your hand under the disc and lift Leland up?
No more
No.
than 3 feet.
I think he's implying that there would still be like an opposite force
Right.
reacting up from the ground.
It stays 3 feet above the ground at all times.
Okay.
Y-
Now we're
here
looking
we
for
go, trying to
definitions
apply-
of ground.
Like as if there was like a 300-pound air pocket underneath it.
Or magic pocket
Maybe. I guess it could be
underneath it.
as an interpretation.
I mean, we're trying to apply physics to magic.
Yeah, this is kind of spiraling into a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
Do you want to
I mean,
define ground?
If you want me to save or die, we can just make the damn roll and get, and I
Like
can
when
make a
you-
new character already.
What are we defining as ground here? Because while we're at it, let's write this down.
Let's ensure there's
this'll-
no.
This
other
will be
way.
important when I start using shadow conjuration and things are 20% real.
Hmm.
Okay, so I want you to explain to me how you think this floating disc works and why it specifically can only go 3 feet off the ground. Why isn't it just fly?
Because it's specifically that way.
Okay, yeah, why?
This is a spell that was created by Gary Gygax. It was made like 40 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And it just exists in this incarnation because nobody wants to change it because it's a staple. It floats 3 feet above the ground because it's a force effect, and it just fucking floats there, and it follows the caster.
Because it's easier to do that instead of,
Also,
putting extra rules in.
Fucking magic.
I agree with the magic part.
But we can get into metaphysics.
Can I just real quick though make a knowledge engineering or something to see how sturdy or steady
Sure, get that knowledge
Yes.
engineering.
engineering?
It's basically a floating wall of force.
Not trained on that one. So open engineering would do it there.
Will it hold?
It looks like it might hold. It has a pretty good chance of holding Leland's weight.
Impressive considering it's made by things that are less than 50 pounds, probably.
Yeah.
But do we have any other options?
He said it's 3
Um,
feet in diameter.
That's why I want to bind Leland to it so that him falling off is not a problem.
It's like the most horrifying event of tiki tubing there is. It's like, please don't drop me, please don't drop me, please don't drop me. I'm gonna need a drink when I'm done.
I wish engineering were easier.
Okay. we're gonna make this simpler because it's not gonna just work. I don't know if you because there's too many variables in play. Because now we have to we would actually have to figure out the metaphysics of it. It's not the description of spells describes how they're supposed to work under ideal circumstances. These are not ideal circumstances. There are some places on these planks where the planks aren't 3 feet wide, which would mean that part of this disc is not going to be over the planks. And you could say that Leland scooches over to one side, but then does his weight shifting cause it to drag over the edge?
And why would it? Part of it is still 3 feet above the surface beneath it.
Part of it is, sure, but how wide does the quote-unquote ground have to be for this thing to work?
It just has to be above the surface beneath it.
Can you just use the thing to, like,
If that's the
you know,
case, you could...
shove me against the wall so I don't fall?
Yeah, why don't you just run a rope across and then shimmy him across the rope?
Because that's too easy.
No, I mean, make the disc, shoot the rope across, and then shimmy him across. Because as long as it's above something, it's going to be 3 feet over the rope, right?
Sure. It'd be a surface.
Why not a fishing line?
Why not a fishing line?
All right,
Magic.
sure.
I agree with I do think like part of the disc is going to be trying to be 3 feet above whatever's under it, which in this case would be lava for a large portion of it.
No. You guys keep thinking the lava's very close. It's
No,
not.
I understand, but it would try to be 3 feet above that because half of it would not be over
The
the surface.
The disc winks out if you try to take the disc more than 3 feet away from the surface beneath it.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen. But let's see Zeta get
When
across
the disc
first.
winks out, whatever it was supporting falls to the surface beneath it.
No.
It'd be a fishing line.
Yeah. So let's see Zeta get across.
Well, hang on. It's not dangerous enough yet. Now that Leland is strapped to the disc,
See-
Leland, can you go ahead and carry Francis and Aubrey?
Whoa, no, I've got a +6 max.
Leland, why don't you just rock climb across?
I would like to do that. I've been trying to find alternatives to this.
Because
Yeah,
the rock face that this is attached to is jagged, so you could rock climb across.
remove your armor, do a climb, and you should be okay.
That's also a thing. You could remove all your armor
I'll be back.
and then do it.
I
If
wish we could fly.
what we can do is we can have Leland at the end be the last one holding a rope. We
Right?
can all carry the rope out to the, walk the rope out. And then once we're all done, we all hold on to the rope. Then Leland crosses.
Shut up
if
and hold
he
my armor.
falls-
I feel like you have enough rope to handle this problem. Thank you.
Shut up and hold my armor.
You
I'm
can
rock
hold your
climbing
own armor.
across.
Alright, there you go.
No!
There you go.
I'm gonna attempt to rock climb.
Who,
dude.
who just moved me into the middle of?
Yeah, that was scary. I thought he fell.
Does a
Alright.
13 make it across?
Now send
Aubrey's
my
slowing
armor
me to the
across
end.
with your little magic disc since you already made it.
13's
I'm
fine.
gonna, I'm gonna
Alright.
put my damn armor
Aubrey's-
back on.
17's
Aubrey's
Aubrey's
fine.
telling me today that he's terrified of heights.
All right. Does the disc follow across the boards with all of Leland's armor?
Leland could have carried his own armor.
He's in it though.
He didn't,
Okay,
though?
Shove it in my bag. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's wrap it up here.
Yeah,
What
Does
is the
disc
climbing
follow
gear?
across the
We,
plank?
we wasted about half an hour on.
it's a +2.
Traversing it would be a climb check though, not an acrobatics.
I was climbing the jagged rocks instead of the rickety planks.
Climb check is harder.
I still rolled a 29.
Yeah, you made it fine. Aubrey's trying to weigh his options.
I'm gonna throw the chain across, or throw one end of the chain across, because I've
Give
got
me a-
50 feet of chain.
Give me a strength check just to see the fucking. I just want to see it. You'll get it eventually. I want to see if you get it.
50
Oh
footage.
God!
Wow.
You probably don't get the chain across on the first try, but you'll get it. There you go.
50-foot of chain is heavy.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely
Leland's
horrified.
a strong boy. So Leland throws you a length of chain.
I'm going to attempt to fasten it around me
All right.
as
And
some
then
sort of
go
precaution while
across
crossing
the wood
this.
anyway, and just use it as a backup plan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably the better
essentially.
idea.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make the climb check with
Sure.
climbing gear.
Climb with the climbing beard.
Do it. Let's see the check. Yeah, you're fine.
Like my heart's actually beating super fast.
Oh no, it would have singed my beard.
My phobias are translating to the characters.
All right. So are you guys
Set
good to
'em up.
continue here, or you want to call it?
Well, did the disc follow me across?
Oh, the disc absolutely winked out of existence
Rip armor.
because
No,
the disc.
I shoved it in my bag because
You know, I've still got that bag from Old Boy.
Because the disc is not intelligent. It doesn't account for angles. So as long as you're going this way, it's fine because the disc drags along the wall. But as soon as you cross this part, it just goes right this way.
I mean it says unless otherwise directed. So you
Oh,
can
she can-
manually direct it.
So I would manually direct it over the
Oh.
planks.
Give me a Arcana check. Yeah, you're fine. You still have a disc.
Now you just have to ride it around.
I wish I could.
Now he's
You
traveling.
can manually direct it.
But you can't. It has to stay within. It has to stay an interval of 5 feet away. It'll never get close enough.
I can't. I know it's sad.
Meta magic to expand the disc.
No,
Still be 5 foot away, right?
Yep.
but you can take the magic trick feat and ride on the disc.
All right.
Is that true? That's awesome.
Mhm.
Static shock.
Yeah.
So-
I had to very much. If I hadn't already invested so deeply into flying with Zeta, I would have taken it.
I'm back.
So
Nobody
your
died.
little kobold friend goes up ahead and leads the way.
No more.
Whoa.
How closely
Friend
is everyone
strong word.
following?
Close enough to like feel like we're to sprint off. Probably easily get onto him.
Okay.
Hold up!
Not close enough for him to be able to like pull any tricks. You know.
Show me the
Keep 'em
traps.
A safe 10-foot distance.
Show me the traps. No traps.
Does this look familiar, Zeta?
No.
Yeah, Zeta didn't go this way.
What is that red corner?
Oh, that's a Francis that somehow managed to get in the wall.
Ooh, we got tasseled.
Full on
Francis wedged
tassel.
himself between a few rocks.
Having fun.
All right, so hold on. Oh,
wait,
okay.
I'm stuck.
That's enough.
There's a bug
So
in
who
here.
all is what's the marching order? It matters. Because you guys are in
Just
a
and
you guys
Mass
can't
is
be
waiting,
overtaking
speech
each
or
other.
comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
Zeta,
stay
you
in the middle.
Behind me. You might not want to be front if anything goes wrong.
So, where would I want to be? Like,
Probably in the back.
very back?
It could be helpful if
All right.
you get
If
If
extra
some-
something scales the lava pit and comes from behind?
and we'll cast visibility.
Cobalt could make it across and Done.
Okay.
Ask him how much further.
You guys are still glowing. That's right, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Sable is.
I can cast light if it's too dark up here.
Well, 2 of them make it. Penalty for squeezing. Doesn't really say one, but I'll apply it to the to that as well.
You get 12 treasures.
No, I think there's a weak weapon being used.
Kill switch. Aubrey. Zeta. I need 2 reflex saves from each of you, both at -4.
Oof. We don't get any. No, I don't think I get any bonuses for this. It's unfortunate. Oof.
Oof.
Probably should have been suspicious when the kobold didn't answer.
I do have evasion, though.
Okay. So Aubrey, you take half for everything. Kill switch, you're gonna take half for the second one. And Zeta, I think I need 1 more reflex from you.
Oh, we're making 2 reflex saves?
2 reflex saves.
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna take full on both. As dumb as it is, I think I'm gonna give you guys advantage. So let me get another set.
Just so Aubrey doesn't die.
I'll take half on all. I'm fine.
Sorry, so
honestly.
so Zeta doesn't die.
Okay, so kill switch, you're gonna take half on everything. Aubrey's gonna take nothing from one, half on the other. Zeta still takes all of it. Just let it be known that I tried. And the reason you're gonna get advantage on the reflex check is because the kobold kind of panics when he rounds the corner and tries to go back down the tunnel, but can't because you're in the way. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. All fire damage.
Alright, I think we need to retreat.
But I believe someone was mentioned trying to call it for the night. Or do you guys want to press forward? Because I've got nothing to do tomorrow.
I mean, it depends on what we got hit with.
About 30
Fine.
fire damage.
But what kind, like, what did it look like?
It looked like fire. A lot of it. That came barreling through this very small corridor.
Did it sound like a
It sounded like
trap, or
fire.
Did it sound like it was done by a creature?
Give me a perception
Most
check.
likely.
I'll get it on that.
We knew there were drakes here. Plural.
Yeah, it sounded like a creature of some sort regurgitated this flame.
No, I was talking about putting Zeta behind me before that happened.
You
Could I
sure
have
were.
done that?
Nope.
Damn.
I asked for the marching order because this is a small place you have to squeeze to get into.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
So, do
See
you
if I
guys
can
want to
get
continue forward, or are we giving it?
We can keep going
Alright, because I'm
Really?
down.
Get
Seems
into
like
a big,
we
super
usually
big
stop.
fight at the moment.
to at least see what's going on.
Yeah.
what
You
killed
gonna
us.
you gonna
Start a
That's
battle.
what
kill
be
us?
continued is for.
What ledger?
That's what to be continued is for.
Yeah, we can to be
It's
continued this.
the strums of yes start playing right as the fire starts barreling down the corridor, and as soon as it touches Zeta, to be continued.
Oh, I'm down to keep going.
It's a bit late for me.
I mean, like we could just go see what happened and then quit.
Yeah,
I'd like to at least make it out of the pit.
That's
I
okay.
assume.
We can call it here.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at is like if combat starts, I want a GTFO.
No, that's
what
okay.
I'm getting at.
You know, I think if like there's combat, we just like end at the combat. But
Yeah, this is combat. Combat has started.
oh shit.
This is where we want.
initiative. I think we should end right now.
Nah, we'll roll when we get back. This is fine.
Yeah. I suppose so. Just so stressful, you know.
I mean, seems like a good spot.
Oh my god, I see you took that damage earlier too. How
I
down is
appreciate
she?
that.
Oh, no problem.
No, the
Oh.
roundabout. I
Oh, yeah.
respect it.
I've read 14 health, but
Okay. Oof. I'm scared. I saw Don burning away in front of my eyes.
And now all these
We're
kobolds
almost
burn
there.
away.
We're
Too
reliving it
many.
literally the next day.
Not my kobold friend. It's okay. You
They're
guys
our
didn't
friends.
see Zeta burn. She's invisible.
That's true. It was just a human-shaped flame,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
or absence of space inside the flame.
Yeah, she's not a
Outsider shaped flame.
outsider-shaped flame.
Hmm.
Does Xena get any bonuses due to the wind?
No, if anything, it stokes the flames.
Oh,
Hmm. Stressful.
That's stressful. Probably even more stressful that I'm gonna hide all this map.
It was probably one of the dragon wings, right? Dragon wings.
Fire dregs.
But we didn't see any of those. Or Zeta didn't either.
Who just dropped?
They have been that
Oh,
sneaky.
Yeah. Sneaky boys. I don't see. No, Nathaniel drop. Yeah, Nathaniel drop. This song's way longer than I thought it was. Is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and kill off old Stremo. It was a good little sesh.